That is some good water. Good morning, everyone. Whew, it's been a hell of a fucking week. Man, I don't even know where to start with all this crap, especially with Iran. We got members of DHS quitting, complaining that they can't investigate the shooting with Renee Good. Good morning, Ash. We got so much shit going on. It's just like it's constantly happening. They're constantly trying to push out news after news after news after news to keep us, scrambling. To keep us scrambling and scraping, Daddy. You know what I'm saying? But we try our best to pay attention to everything that's going on. Of course, it can feel very overwhelming, especially when you take certain, social media breaks, Twitter breaks, Facebook break, and you log on to see that your neighbor got shot in the head. You see there's hundreds of thousands of people in neighboring cities around you that's protesting. You see a lot of things that's going on. You try your best to pay attention, but we are only human. Nobody is perfect. But we're gonna stay on topic here, because there's a lot of shit that's going on, and a lot of these people who have been basically the pawns to this evil empire, the people who have been oiling the machine. And I don't mean regular everyday people like me and you. We go to work, or you don't have your taxes on exempt. No, I mean people who work for DHS. I mean people who work, hand to hand with Donald Trump, hand to hand with all of these Nazis, and they are quitting their job. And I see a lot of people saying, oh, well, that's how you stand up to this, and that, and blah, blah. But I say this, fuck them. I don't care that they quit. They should have never took that job. And I know a lot of you people, well, we got to make it some way and somehow, like you guys always give this excuse. I call it the military excuse. When you say, well, I was poor. That's why I went to the military. I was poor. I'm still poor. Do you see that fucking stove in the back of me? Do that look like a 2025 stove? No, that stove was probably older than my kids. I'm a poor man. Why haven't I went to the fucking army? Why haven't I sold my soul yet, right? It's always these excuses, man. And some of these people be having college, some of these people be college educated. They are not dumb people. And that's another thing. Oh, well, I was brainwashed. You was brainwashed. All right, sure. You know what these people don't tell you is that I was bloodthirsty. I wanted to kill somebody. I wanted to feel power, authority. I wanted to feel like somebody. Because that is what the truth is. They come with this propaganda to make themselves human, to make themselves seem human again. That way you can have your heart out. Instead of thinking first, you will have your feelings act first. You will have your feelings, for these people. So what's going on, y'all? What's going on? But yeah, I don't have no sympathy or empathy for people who are quitting DHS. I don't see, I don't give praise to them, because a lot of them have been here for not just in this administration. A lot of these people have been here for 10 to 20 to 30 years. So I'm not going to sit here and hold their hand like you did a good thing, because there's a lot of tyrant leaders that you could have stood up to. There was a lot of illegal activities going on among your ranks before Donald Trump has stepped in. But you guys are only doing this because you see that the ship is sinking. Like, in the inside, they all know that the empire is falling. So everybody is grabbing onto what they can. People are trying to run to different countries and taking their money out of American money, wherever the fuck it may be. But in the inside, they know that the ship is sinking and the power is shifting. The power is shifting to BRICS, to China, to Russia. And no matter how many regime changes we do, no matter how many presidents we overthrow, this is something that you just can't stop. it's something that you can't stop. And you know, death has everything has an expiration date, even empires. Everything would die one day, and America is not exempt from that, you know. But I want to say good morning to everyone. Thank y'all for joining me so early. You know, I've been trying to do these early morning talk shows so I can go to work, but I don't have work, so this might be a real long stream. I want to stay on stream until I get everything that I need for this giveaway. We are still trying to raise $1,200. We were able to raise $275 so far from the last time I talked to you guys. That's not even there close to what we need. My birthday is on the 16th. I don't think we're gonna make it. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I think this is gonna be the birthday that I break tradition and won't be able to give out everything that I plan to do. But it is what it is. I still got a whole bunch of coats, blankets, hats, sweaters, and stuff like that. But it's not really about that. Like I really need that time out there to go program some people, to propagandize some people. Like in the middle of the winter, that's like the best time to help homeless people, to actually show that you care, because it's easy to come in the middle of the summer where, everybody has transportation, or you can just catch a bus and everybody, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to deal with the elements that they are dealing with, but if I'm out there with them to 6 to 10 o'clock at night, wherever the fuck it may be, whenever it ends, you get to talk to these people, get to see where they're from, phone numbers, emails, no matter what, you learn how to work with them, try to get them better connections. Like I remember the one dude that we had, I cut his hair, he got him a job not soon after that. It's certain things that it's little things that you can do that can take people a long way, man. Take people a long way. Especially anything is better than a homeless shelter, especially in the middle of the winter in Detroit. That is like hell. That is like hell. That is like hell. So, Aaron, thank you for that $5. You guys, if you can, please donate. I know, and thank you for this super sticker. But if you can, please donate to my Cash App, because I'm not seeing this until like 2 months from now. So, well, like a month and a half like a month and a half. So I won't be able to get any donations that y'all sent on YouTube today, but I still appreciate that. And that will be going to a good cause. More likely the library. If not the library, I should have another good giveaway going on pretty soon. But if you can, please donate to Tour for the Poor. Cash App, Tour for the Poor, PayPal on Holy Rome 6, and Venmo, Tour for the Poor, all lowercase. You will see my face on there. We are trying to raise $1,200 for a giveaway on the east side of Detroit, Michigan. We're trying to get coats, jackets, hats, sanitation products, menstrual products, food. It's a lot, but I think it can be done. I think we can reach this goal today. I'm hoping, because I've been trying to reach this goal for a month, and I don't think it's happening. And I'm kind of panicking, but it's good. It's good. Long time no see. Hey, I've been busy. I ain't gonna lie. I haven't been in the right headspace for a lot of this shit, especially politics. So I had to, really get myself together, slow down on smoking, slow down on drinking, try to get my mind right. I'm on probation. So, yeah. All day. I joined the Army as a last resort, not to be able to pay, to get any more student loan grants, scholarship to finish my third year. That's crazy. Discharged as general under honorable conditions, but no money for repayment of student debt. I get paid sick back. Damn self. Yep. Sold yourself for no reason, man. That's why I be telling motherfuckers, like, don't be going out there selling yourself for no reason, y'all. I be seeing so many people on the streets talking about they are veterans. I meet a lot of homeless veterans. That's where the homeless shelter is where you're gonna meet your veterans. It ain't these fucking Hollywood stories that they show you and shit. You meet them niggas in the streets. You meet them niggas at the homeless shelters. That's exactly where most of these veterans end up at. And, you know, I ain't gonna lie, it's hard for me to, I had to explain to this one guy, you know, I helped him out. But, you know, I explained to him, it's hard for me to feel sympathy for you, man. Like, you a white man in America, you went to the army and you still get fucked over and you asking me for help. Like, you know, I'm going to help you, but I'm not going to sit here and act like I care. There's just so many other things, so many other avenues that you could have took as a white person at that. In America, you could have just took advantage of a lot of things. And this is why a lot of rich white men look down on poor white men, because they see the potential that you guys have, but you don't get it. You don't take it. So they like, you worse than the black nigga. Victoria, thank you for that $10. Thank you so much for the $10 on Venmo. I got 40 in there. Man, I'm going to Sam's Club today to get the chicken because I have a mini refrigerator and I don't have anywhere to store all that chicken. It's going to be over damn near 300 pieces of chicken. And the mini fridge is like this big, not even. So I'm not going to sit here and buy all that food and just let it sit and rot. Then I get there and the chicken is all slimy, or I try to, you know. So what I'm going to do today, if I get all the money that I can, we're going to get all the chicken today. I'm going to do the frying tomorrow morning. Then we're going to reheat the chicken while we're doing the barbecue chicken. Been homeless and pushed on 10 times a century. Man, it sucks. It's reality. Everybody got a motherfucking live in. Most fellow vets I run into are still bobbing patriotic head. Don't understand them. But then I do is brainwashing that occurs. Yes, it's brainwashing, but at certain points, bro, you got to break out of that shit. You know, you should know better, because at certain points, even at the highest level of propaganda, right? Because just like these military families, a lot of people are born into gangs. Like, a lot of people say, oh, this isn't black culture or this and that, blah, blah. Bullshit. You know, a lot of people, a lot of children are born into gangs. Like, you are born a Crip, born blood, born GD, born, like, you know what I'm saying? But it's up to you. When you see, you know, what you're doing have no gain, no positive gain in your neighborhood, what you guys are doing isn't good. It's not going to have you live a long, prosperous life. It's certain things you just got to break out of yourself. And if you can feel, if you live the life, you know how to break out of this shit, you know. And a lot of these people bobbing their head patriotically, it isn't because they're propagandized. It's because they feel like one day the government might look out for them. One day they might come back for them. They feel like I was a fatherless child. This how they feel. Some days when I was sad, I used to want my dad, right? When I used to get into it with my sisters and I couldn't talk to my mother and my brother, I used to wait on the porch for my dad. And I knew he was in prison for the rest of my life. But I used to just wait on the porch for him. I knew he wasn't coming back. That's how these veterans act. They know the state isn't coming back to help them. And though my dad did get out of jail when I was 16, he went right back to where he belonged, right back to where he wanted to be. And without me, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, he taught me how to steal a car. He taught me how to sell drugs and got the fuck on. Straight up. You know, and that's exactly what they do to y'all. Y'all feel like that kid that packed the bag and waiting on the porch. But your father gone. Daddy's gone. I'm trying to pronounce this motherfucker his name. That's Elijah? That's Elijah? I'm sorry, I'm not trying to make fun of this because I got a weird ass name too. But okay, Miss Davenport, thank you for the $50 on Cash App. I appreciate that. And Yolanda, thank you for that $20 on Cash App. Good morning, Joe. Hey, y'all, go check out Joe. Joe is a great artist, man. Joe is a great artist. Oh, it's Ashley. Okay. Because my baby mama named Ashley, but we don't spell it with the E, you know. So I'm like, okay. Oh yeah, okay. I can see. Yeah. My mama got that picture of you, of me that you drew of me. She got that picture hung up. We had got it. We had put it in the. What the fuck am I trying to say? Well, we put it up basically. We framed it and we put it up on the wall. Everything is looking good so far. So it's still looking just like. Catherine, thank you for that $10 gift. But yeah, my mama loved that picture. She loved that picture. She was like, you couldn't just be smiling and you had to be smoking a blunt. I'm like, hell yeah, I had to be smoking a blunt. My mama, high nigga pie. No, I'm playing. I don't talk to my mama like that. But let's talk about this ICE prosecutor because I seen this last night. James Rodden wrote it. It looked like wrote it. Let me share my screen with you guys. Before we get started with this, I want you guys to remember this. You know, not only is the people that you are arguing online with, you know, nine times out of 10, I ain't gonna go that high. I'm gonna say 7 times out of 10, these people are bots, right? And you know, the people who are that are real. Remember, we were just talking about digital KKK, the digital KKK. They hide behind dog pictures. They hide behind being a Christian. Even Jesus, with a picture of Jesus, right? They hide behind these fake profile pictures, and they say racist things about you, about your people, about certain continents and cultures. But in all reality, these people be closer than what you think, and they be way more powerful than what you will believe, right? So I'm gonna share my screen with you guys. If you haven't seen this yesterday, an ICE prosecutor in Dallas, James Rodden, who was previously exposed for running a white supremacist Twitter account, praising Hitler and calling America a white nation, is quietly back in immigration court. At the Texas Observer revealed his online activity last year. He was pulled from court schedules, and Congress demanded an investigation. Immigrants and Customs Enforcement promised a review within 120 days. That deadline has blew past, just like everything else, just like with the Epstein files, just like everything else. And you know, it is so funny how, you know, this is the political theater we have now, right? Because everybody understands that you can't have a criminal hold a criminal accountable, right? Because this isn't just somebody who thinks like this. Isn't just one person or just one bad apple. Do y'all remember the thing with J.D. Vance? When those young Republican men got caught in that group chat? Yes. And they tried to downplay that. Well, I care about this more than a group chat, and they just kids and blah blah blah. Even though these niggas my age, I'm about to be 50. I'm about to be 50 years old on the 16th. They my age. They calling these niggas kids. Now, Rodden has surfaced at the prosecutor's table, badge on, no explanation given. ICE refuses to comment. The account is still active, just locked. Bottom line, the government lawyer who openly promised racist ideology appears prosecuting immigrants again with no transparency, no accountability, and no evidence that ICE ever did what it claimed to do. Same system, same salad, same bullshit. And that is true. That is true. And we cannot sit here and, wait on these people to be like, oh, see, they're racist. Okay, but what the fuck y'all gonna do about it? What the fuck y'all gonna do about it, right? These people are already, and it's just like, let's take this up a notch, right? Because I always explain to people, I had to explain this to my family for some reason. They don't like listening to me. We met Ron back in July 2020. Did you come to the library? Either you came to the library, or I think he was in, or you came to my house. He was either one of the two. You're not a communist yet. You're not a communist yet. You just need a little bit more fire up under your ass. You'll be a communist. Everybody gets there sooner or later, man. It's either you're going to go to the left or to the right. There is no in between, because especially in days like this, some people say, oh, well, two things can be true at once. Not really. Not when it comes to politics. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys are evil. Okay, well, they are less evil. Okay, if anything is true at once, both of these motherfuckers are just plain evil, right? But two things can be true at once. Yeah, they're evil, but this guy is no. But yeah. Anyways, let me rewind back. Donald Trump was impeached twice, and back then they was going after him for shit that he's doing now was like make that shit look minuscule. That shit make that shit look minuscule. I remember, we was playing rock and roll, getting high. I remember that. That shit make what he's doing now look like it's nothing, right? He was impeached twice, still wasn't held accountable, still not in prison. They gave him felonies and everything. But in order to hold Trump accountable, you have to hold everybody else accountable, right? And that is one thing that they're not willing to do, is sacrifice. Like, you have to understand class solidarity. Like, if you have class solidarity, you understand, giving up certain guys or whatever the fuck, your power dynamics or whatever the fuck it may be. They're not going to give up one of their people for you. They don't give a fuck. You hold Trump accountable, his people are going to want to hold Obama accountable, and it's going to go down till they all locked up, right? Because where did I just see this? It was something about Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton not coming to court and saying, oh, well, you guys aren't holding them guys accountable, so why should we? Why should we come to fucking court? Just because my husband raped some children, they're like, no. Where the hell is this story? I just seen this shit. What's that, Nick? I think that was Nick that shared that story. Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton is dodging court. All of them dodge accountability, because why would they hold themselves accountable when we never hold them accountable? You know what I'm saying? And they know they can get away with shit like this. Like, Donald Trump isn't the only pervert that's running the country. Birds of a feather flock together. So if you at a table with one Nazi, and that makes you a Nazi. What about perverts? What about fucking child traffickers? What about them? Oh, Yep, they got felons working with ICE because nobody in their right mind is gonna go work for ICE. Nobody with the right mind and who has their life together, you know what I'm saying? Or even if I didn't have this felony right now, right? Even if, I would never join. Why would I join ICE? That's dumb as hell. I'm not that dumb. Like I'm stupid. But I ain't that fucking dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like I and what's so crazy is the people that they arrested more likely don't even have a fucking a criminal record, because if they had a criminal record, they will already be fucking deported out this bitch. Especially if it's something like drug trafficking, human trafficking, murder, sex crimes. They'll already be up out of here if they had a fucking record. These people are targeting children. They're targeting workers. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even about, they're taking our jobs. No, it's all about jealousy. White supremacy boils down to jealousy overall, like straight the fuck up. Straight the fuck up. And I wonder what white people is going to do without us. Right? Because as we explained before, white supremacy will eat at its own when it has nothing else to eat. When it has nothing else to chew on, it will eat at itself. We have seen this already. Look, nowadays, because white Americans need those numbers to say that they're the majority of America, they're going to let Mexicans say that they are a white man. They're going to let Hispanics say that they're a white man on their IDs. Hell, they even let Asians get away with it, right? That's crazy. But let's get on with this next story, man, so I can get on with this shit. This shit is so heartbreaking, man. Like, the world is always on some fucking bullshit. You don't have the same type of felony those guys have. Well, I beat my domestic terrorism charge. The government was really mad at that, bro. The government was really mad that I beat that domestic terrorism charge. They was really trying to give me 25 years to life. Yeah. That was I think the lowest I can get was like 10 to like 15. And then if I don't get that 10 to 15, I'll be facing 20 to 25. Yeah, they was on my ass. And shout out to y'all, because y'all looked out for me. All my comrades who donated. Even though we don't get along and we see, we don't, see things, I would say eye to eye. Jimmy Dore even donated to my lawyer, Glenn Greenwald, one of my favorite white boys. He donated to make sure I had a lawyer, make sure I had commissary. All y'all make sure I kept my head up, because I'm telling you, woo! I ain't gonna lie. I was this close from like, nah, you know what I'm saying? 25 years, hang it up. Hang it up. I had a good life. I had an all right life. It wasn't a good life, but it was a life. It was a life. Fuck that. But thankfully I had a good lawyer. He seen that the case was bullshit, and y'all had my back. But that was something that I don't wish on nobody. And Richard Madhurst just went through this also in UK. It's gonna happen to a lot of people. It's gonna happen to people like you guys. Just regular everyday consumers of communist propaganda. They're gonna be coming for you guys too. And ICE is getting ready to go door to door. So, I know we talk a lot about, get your guns, but I never, shied away from this, and I'm not one that's big on laws and whatnot. And, this law protects me from this and that, and this amendment protect me from this and that. I don't actually care about the amendments. If ICE show up on your property, without warrants, without probable cause and all this. Whatever. I don't give a fuck who you just let in your house. You could have let a fucking what do they call the Mexican bands? Mariachi band. You could have let a mariachi band in your motherfucking house 10 seconds before they put up to your shit. I don't give a fuck. If they come in and they kicking on your door, shoot first, ask questions later. Shoot first, ask questions later, because they are doing the same thing. Hell, they're not even asking questions. They don't even give a fuck about what your name is, right? And a lot of people want you to feel like you are outnumbered, like some of your mayors that you have put in power. The same mayor who is telling ICE, get the F out of his city, people are asking him, okay, well, what you gonna do to get ICE the F out of your city? You know, he'd be like, well, what did he say? Oh, well, you know, they got more people than us and they have more guns than us. I'm not lying. That's what that nigga said. So you just gonna let them run rampant because they have bigger guns? Not because, oh, fuck it, we need to fight. We have to fight. I don't care how big your guns is. I don't care how many people you got. This is something that needs to be done. No. We can't fight because I'm scared of death. And a lot of Americans have this same complex. A lot of Americans have the same complex. They have this first person. You know, they feel like they are in a game. They feel like, you know, if I die, everything is over. You know, everything might be over for you, but the world will live on. But see, the purpose of living and dying is living and dying for a better life. You know what I'm saying? We don't live that long. We might as well make the world a better place for the future, right? We might as well make the world a better place for the future, you know? So being selfish isn't going to get you or anyone anywhere. And not even your children. Not even your children. Look how many selfish people are raising children now, and these children have to grow up in the real world, and they come to the real world, it's nothing like how their parents describe, and now they're going through all this bullshit because they never been taught better. Oh yeah, anything that's anti-American is gonna get shunned down. That's what managers of the Imperial Court do.
You're basically asking, can our cops arrest?
Yeah.
From a legal perspective, yes. From a practical perspective, to state the reality, yeah, it does get kind of hard when they drastically outnumber us and they have bigger guns than we do. It does. And here's the thing. We don't want to create warfare in the streets. We want to keep our communities safe. We're trying our very best.
All right, Mr. Cracker, I had enough of you this morning. There's already warfare on the streets. They just shot one of your people in the face, man. They just shot one of your citizens in the face. There's already war on the streets. You and fucking Tim Watts, y'all sending the National Guard against citizens. There's war on the streets. It's just against us. It's just against everyday people. And the lie they tell you that ICE is bigger than the police out there, that's a lie. That they have bigger guns, that's a lie. Obama gave y'all military grade weapons a long time ago, and y'all still have been receiving them. Then y'all just received some under Biden also. That's a lie. Y'all have tanks, jets. Stealth bomb their ass. If that's the case, wait till their ass in a hotel. Evacuate the other members. Bomb their ass. What are you saying? Is you saying that ICE is going to shoot at the local police? And you... This is the man that y'all put in power. This is the man that y'all put in power and have hope and grace, give grace to. I ain't no. This is why, and I know a lot of people didn't like when I say this, but this is why I don't believe in white man leadership. Because they it always leads here. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a handful of white men that I will follow behind, like some John Browns, you know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. Liberators, actual liberators, not managers of the imperial court. Because all he's doing is managing, you know what I'm saying, in between the people and the elite class, the fucking billionaires. They tell us, you know, we don't want to escalate. We don't want to give Trump an excuse. We don't want to give Trump an excuse. What is the excuse so far then? What is the excuse now? What was the excuse for shooting that woman in the face? What is the excuse for having snipers on the building aimed at fucking teenagers? What is the excuse for giving these drivers right to run through protesters? What was the excuse then? You guys are cowards. You're cowards, and you want us to sit by. What's good, Nick? You want us to sit by while our neighbors get kidnapped, tortured, and never seen again, and just be like, well, I'll be. You want us to feel like that because you feel like that, because you have Jello in your heart. Because you have Jello in your heart, and you know if we go out there, and we fucking fight, you're going to do one or two things. You're either going to lie about us, you know what I'm saying? And you're going to fucking join the fucking empire against us. You're going to be with us or against us. That's it. And a lot of you are showing that you're going to be against the resistance movements. You guys talk down on revolution. When a revolution going to happen? What? Like revolutionaries ain't the reason why you have your fucking rights today. Revolutionaries are the reason why you have your rights today. And you talk down on them like they're not the reason that you can walk the fucking streets freely as a black person at that. Talking about when a revolution is going to happen. That's how I know you're going to side with the empire. Because you don't even believe in a collective. You don't believe the people can get it done. You have no right. You have no class solidarity with the people. And you make fun of class solidarity, and you say, well, when a revolution is going to happen. And you only say that when we criticize your politicians for failing us and killing possibly hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people across the fucking globe. When a revolution going to happen? When niggas like you die. When niggas like you get the fuck out of the way. Stop co-opting our movements. Stop co-opting our language. Get the fuck out of our way. AOC talking about, I never said abolish ICE. Huh? Nigga, I see if this is 30 years ago, AOC. Sandy, we're not dumb. We live in an age of the fucking internet. We can just go back. It's still on your fucking website. Oh, well, abolish ICE don't mean actually abolishing ICE. It means shut the fuck, get the fuck out of our way, bro. Abolish means abolish. What y'all gonna change the definition of abolish? Like y'all changed the definition of reception? This is ridiculous, bro. This is ridiculous. These people need to get out of our way, and we can't get them out of our way. We need to push them out. If they won't get out of our way, we need to physically push them out of our way, because we keep on explaining to these people, I'm money puncher to the right. You just so happen to be right there. I'm money puncher to the right. You so happen to be right there. Charlie Kirk even explained himself why you guys are a threat. He explained that you guys share the same ideology. You just disagree on certain domestic things. But when it comes down to it, y'all all want to uphold capitalism. Y'all want to uphold slavery. Slavery, that's what I'm going to call it. Because you can't have slavery without capitalism. And you can't have capitalism without slavery. There's more slaves on this earth than it was when my people was my ancestors were enslaved. And you're telling me capitalism is a good ideology? It's a good way of for the economics and man, shut the fuck up. You niggas just sick in the head, you're lazy, and you want to profit off of other people's labor. That's all you fucking do. Yeah, DHS, fuck DHS. Fuck DHS, fuck all these people. Like, y'all don't understand, like, you are being so reformed because they know we actually took control, or actually was like, you know what, we're done with this. I mean, from everybody, from the leaders to the bootlickers, they're gonna have to go. They're gonna have to go. They feed you reform so you can let your guard down. Well, in all reality, they cheer on war, they cheer on death, they cheer on famine, they cheer on rape, they cheer on everything that's bad for you. And they want you to think that they can be reformed. They cannot. You know what can reform a motherfucker like that? A grave, a box, whether that motherfucker be wooden or on a mantle. Because think about all the people that they have gotten hurt with their rhetoric. All the people that their ideology has hurted over the fucking years. Not hurt, whatever the fuck, you understand me. They push reform for the same reasons why they push this big tent. This big tent. Your tent has imperialists in it. Your tent have Nazis in it. Your tent has colonizers. Your tent only spins to the right. And get mad because the niggas on the outside like, hey man, that's a bunch of fucking Nazis in there. We're not Nazis. This is bipartisan. This is how politics work. You leftists, you techies want to understand how politics work. We got to compromise with Nazis. We got to compromise your rights and your health care. This is how politics work. But then turn around and get mad at me if I go talk to a conservative and call us brown coats. Okay. Hypocritical. Oh, you all. Indica. I don't know the strain. I get my weed from I don't buy from dispensaries that much. I get my weed off the streets like it was supposed to be. Long live the black market for marijuana, man, because I was making some good money back in the days. But now, I ain't gonna lie, no hate to the Arab community, but y'all kind of fucked up the weed in Michigan, you know what I'm saying? The whites and the Arabs. Y'all kind of fucked up the weed in Michigan. I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? I got love for you all, but my Arab brothers and sisters, I ain't gonna lie, man. A lot of that shit be sprayed. A lot of that shit be the same strand. A lot of that shit do not be strong, man. I'm telling you. I went to the dispensary one time. I'm looking at it like, this is all some bullshit. This is some bullshit. Much love to you, too. I need a hit. Man, that was my last little bit. I rolled up some tails. I rolled up. You see, I took a... that was a tail joint. I just woke up. I'm like, let me go live. Gotta do my damn job. And it's good to have these Pacific time today, too. Oh, yeah, we'll check out Worker Strike Back. That's what's up. That's what's up. Breakfast for Champions. Yeah. I quit smoking 2 years ago. Yeah, this is going to be my last year smoking. It's going to be my last year smoking, so that sucks. Protesters need to carry more than signs. Man, it's like... Every time I see those signs, I just cringe for my life. It's like, Have your balls ever hurt? Have you ever been so irritated that your balls hurt? Like you ever losing at a game? I don't know how to describe the feeling, bro, but it's just like it make my balls and my stomach hurt. It's just like giving me a real bad. Oh, what are you guys talking about? Camilla Harris won. You would have been at brunch. What? And all of the, I don't know, all of those signs are just so fucking corny. All of those sounds are so fucking corny. You mean to tell me Americans, the same Americans who outgun their police departments are carrying signs instead of guns to a protest? They are carrying signs about their civil rights to a protest about their civil rights, their liberties. They are carrying a sign. They are literally bringing paper to a gunfight and then get mad at us when we say this will not be effective. And then when it's not effective, they even question it. Remember the government lockdown? All of us lost our bridge cards. Remember that? We lost our food stamps. And Democrats compromised, didn't get anything done. Republicans got everything they want. And then you had these motherfuckers out here talking about, did we just put 100 million people on the ground for nothing? Yes. Yes. When I seen politicians at the protest, it's over. When you see motherfuckers hugging cops, it's over. When you see motherfuckers making that is not a protest. When you see white people out there dancing the fascism away, it just make my balls hurt, man. I think that's where the Italians got it from. You busting my balls, man. You busting my balls. Because what the fuck is y'all doing? Y'all don't know how embarrassing this is. Like, I gotta live with these people. Oh my God. I know other revolutionaries look at us around the world. You got people in the Philippines, you got people in, even Venezuela, motherfucking. That is embarrassing, bro. That is embarrassing. That's like having an embarrassing cousin and you just can't do nothing about him, bro. This is like, that's my family. But fuck. And you know what, man? I'm waiting for them real men because we need them. Because they not only threaten, us with this bullshit, but they have had snipers on children. Like in the Biden administration, they have had snipers pointed at college teenagers, bro. Like this, it is so crazy. How we just gloss over shit like that, and people don't stop pointing a gun at you unless you point one at them. It's either you're gonna get shot or shot at, or shoot back. But I'm not gonna. I'm ready. I mean, I really can't say too much because I'm on probation, but I'm always ready for something. I'm gonna have something somewhere, and I'm I ain't mean embarrassing cousin like being the political cousin. I'm being like the meth head cousin that steal all your shit. Save us or feed us, mutual aid and solidarity, organized struggle. Well, yeah, I keep telling motherfuckers like, but people don't have class solidarity, bro. We have been programmed with this hustle mindset, with this individual mindset that we don't have class solidarity no more. This is why we barely have boys and girls clubs. You know, we can barely get a fucking park in the neighborhoods today, because back in the days, it used to be our parents going out to these fucking, talking to the local governments and whatnot, saying what we need for certain areas, whether that be libraries, whether that be parks, whether they need funding for schools and shit like that. We had actual leaders back then. You know, they kept the fucking neighborhoods together, but now motherfuckers like, look, I got mine, you get yours, nigga. You only got yours because you suck some dick, nigga. No, I'm playing. And niggas do be sucking a lot of dick though. Probably not physically, but they be sucking dick and tap dancing like a motherfucker. Yes, master, spit on me, Mr. Israeli. I only got spit on once or twice. Run with the Israel. A tappity tap tap tap, bitty tap tap tap. What time I usually go live? 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Like, look at this nigga sucking that white man's penis. This shit is so crazy. They not afraid of AIPAC. They are AIPAC. They are AIPAC. AIPAC is a money laundering scheme. Is a way for politicians to wash taxpayers' money back into their pockets. They are AIPAC. Like, people keep saying this. We're not ran by Israel. This is how, imperialist colonies work. They work together to wash money. Remember when Swish was washing all that money for all them fucking Nazis? He even gave them back. Like, yeah, this is how they work. We're not ran by AIPAC. We are AIPAC. And it's just a different scheme to wash your money. It's clean, well, it ain't clean, it ain't too clean, but they have been getting away with it. But until it's not just, AIPAC, it's the bribery altogether. Because if we didn't have AIPAC, then we have J Street. If we don't have J Street, then we have all different kinds of dark pack money that's out here that they can get bribed with. So until you're done with bribery altogether, ain't nothing gonna change in America as far as these politicians. Because you can put somebody who's well informed, who has a good heart, and put these people around these evil people in a position of power, and watch how they change. Watch how they change. I don't believe in a lot of things. I ain't gonna lie. But I do believe you become who you are around. When you are around, people who's a little bit book smarter, you might want to take up on reading a little bit more. You might want to do a little bit more, going to life, whatever the fuck it may be. If you're around people that like clubbing, your ass gonna get into clubbing. If you're around people who like smoking and drinking, more likely you're gonna be like, man, let me hit that bitch real quick. Let me see what the fuck. I believe that you become who you are around. And there's no excuse for, we can't let politicians out of that either. Because if you put somebody who's, what I used to say back in the day, so you're trying to put you're trying to throw your good swimmer into a swamp. They say drain the swamp. Okay, well, you're gonna put your good swimmer in a swamp with alligators and crocodiles. It's either they become one or they get ate. It's either you adapt to the environment or you get ate. You can't vote them out. You have to drag them out. You have to drag them out. Exactly. All they doing is passing money, our money, to each other through loopholes. That's all they are doing. It's washing our money through these loopholes that they call APEC, that they call J Street, that they call whatever the fuck, and giving it back to themselves. Straight the fuck up, because there is no reason. And I know people gonna say, "Oh, stocks and shit like that." No, it ain't. It's not just stocks. And what we see on Google is just their net worth. We don't actually know what these people are worth, right? We don't actually know the physicals, or the shit that the grimy shit that they done, the shit that they stole, the tons of gold that they might have in their fucking basement. Because there was a political leader, and I forget his name, in Ukraine. When he got killed, they found gold. They found I'm talking about stacks of American dollars, about big as your motherfucking 5-6-year-old. Stacks of fucking cash, gold, silver, passports. We don't actually know what these people have. We just think we know because Google say, "Oh, well, she's worth $300 million." Yeah, okay. It say 300 million, but that motherfucker really a billionaire. Crypto make it easier to transfer assets on the DL. Yes, that's why they keep on making these fuck ass meme coins. You think, look, dude, what is Eric Adams? He just came out with a meme coin. He made $3 million on that meme coin. Do you believe that there's New Yorkers or whoever the fuck it may be out there who's gonna buy Eric Adam meme coin to give him $3 million? No, that is money laundering. Ain't nobody giving that nigga no $3 million fucking dollars for a rug pull. We already know it's a rug pull. The people know it's a rug pull. We knew because NFT was a rug pull, and now they doing it with the AI, and now they doing it with the fucking meme coins. Like, what the fuck? Like, we learned. I hope the majority of people that invested learn something. But it's just rich people, finding loopholes to give each other our money. Straight the fuck up. And there's no voting that way out. You got to drag these people out by their ears. You got to put your fingers in their nose. You know what I'm saying? I will. Man, Ukraine don't even got motherfucking. I was about to say something else, but I was like, knowing Trump freaky ass, he might like it. Oh yes, Daddy, you got the huge hands when he put his hands on me, manly. He was a real manly man. When I want to be overthrown, I would never think about it like this. But if I would be overthrown, it would be by him. Charles, he has some real manly hands, real strong grip. Had me in a headlock, caught me all kinds of bitches and whores. Yeah, he's a real manly man. I like him. I got I copped a couple of feels on his. Yeah, I mean, a headlock, and I copped the feel. Oh shit! Man, all these motherfuckers, like, bro, like I keep telling motherfuckers, like, we can just say this money don't mean nothing to me. Everybody, if we had class solidarity, bro, it won't take BRICS. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't take China. It wouldn't take any of these countries to help America fall or the petrodollar fall. We can just say, nah. This isn't valuable to me anymore. You know what I like? I like keys. That's what I like. I like keys. Give me 3 keys and I'll give you a couple of tomatoes. It don't matter what they go to. We can say anything. What the fuck they gonna do? Your dollar means nothing to 300 million Americans. We can do what the fuck we want. We got the power. I got the power. Oh man, feel good to laugh, even though these some tough ass times, y'all. These some real horrible times, but you gotta laugh and cry sometimes. So. When I wrote a check for a house that wasn't backed with anything, like every single bank mortgage is, man. You know what sucks about owning a fucking house is that fuck ass mortgage. That shit. I'm like, bro, do I own this house or not, bitch? Then the property taxes and all this other bullshit. I'm like, oh my god, bro. I gotta get out of here. I gotta find a way to get this felony off my name so I can travel, so I can get the fuck up out of here. I'm gonna be an English teacher. Yes. Laughter is such a powerful thing, bro. Powerful. Laughter is so powerful, it can normalize even the most evil things, right? Because we even have people who make memes about some of the most evil people and think it's just hilarious. Like hundreds of thousands of people think it's hilarious because of the fact that, you know, laughing is superior, bro. It can be used. Jokes can be used the wrong ways, like for real. We see even with the memes that they're making about Renee right now, you know, like it can be used to normalize a lot of things. Like even with the Erica Trump thing, you know, we memeified the shit out of her. That shit funny. It's funny, but we should have we are the reason why these people have platforms. I hope you guys understand that. You know what I'm saying? Because beyond their bubble. They just people in their bubble, right? They just repeating the same talking points to each other. But when it comes out here, we actually give them more of an audience, you know what I'm saying? Or opposition, or, you know, we start to do back and forth with their audience, maybe even them. And I say, you know, stop arguing with these people, bro. If their mind made up, if they want to be racist, if they want to be xenophobic, if they want to chant on war, let them chant war. Because one thing that these people are not realizing is that the internet is forever, and there will be a times where you have to pay for your sins against the working class. You will have to pay for your sins against the working class. Now, that's up to the people of the working class. I figure all of you should face a wall. You know, I know a lot of you. I was manipulated. I was brainwashed, but nah. A lot of you, you trying to cling on to power. You trying to cling on to who has the most power at the time. So if, you know, leftists had the power, you guys would be taking up for us, even if we committed some atrocities across the world. So, no, I'm not falling for the bullshit. You guys just cling to power because you are, you bitches. You're a bitch. Straight like that. You're a bitch ass nigga, and yeah, I don't wish no good for you. What do you think about FBA being proud that Tucker Carlson mentioned them? And I don't even fuck with FBA, bro. I don't fuck with no diaspora wars. Nah. I'm black, y'all. I'm black, y'all. I'm blacker than black because I'm black, y'all. I'm black, y'all. I'm black, y'all. I'm black, y'all. I'm bigger black, black, yo. Because I'm black and I'm back. Because I'm black and I'm back, y'all. And I'm bigger than black, y'all. Because I'm bigger than black, bigger than black. Because I'm black and I'm back. I don't give a fuck about them niggas. I'm every African. It's all in me. Motherfucker. I look at them the same way I know Dominican, I black. I know Dominican. I know black, I'm Dominican. I know black. I'm Mexican. I know black. Oh shit. No, I don't fuck with no diaspora wars. I feel like all that shit is a psyop to get black people and people of color fighting at each other at a time when we really need each other. You know, especially what's going on with the Somalians. We had just bombed Nigeria, and they need our utmost solidarity. So, you know, everybody has an FBA. You know, I got a couple of FBA followers, and you know, they cool. You know, a couple of them is cool, but the majority of y'all can line up and suck my dick. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't with all that. I'm proud to be an American type shit, bro. Because I feel like, you know, y'all call me coons and shit like that because, you know, white people watch me, or, you know, I might take up for different races, or I have, you know, mixed race kids, whatever the fuck y'all want to call it, biracial kids, black kids. Y'all get mad at me for having sex with different from women from different races. I don't care. I don't care. Like, bro, I am a human. You know what I'm saying? And it's one thing to be like I love my black people, bro. I love black people, right? You know. But my thing is, you know, I can see people saying, oh, I wouldn't date a white woman. I wouldn't date an Asian person, blah, blah, because of history or something like that. But to sit here and say, I'm not attracted to white women. I'm not attracted to Asian women. I'm not attracted to Middle Eastern women. Nigga, what? Man, I'll pull your shit right now. How many of us used to jack off to my... Fuck out of here. I'm attracted to women. I don't know what the fuck you got going on. You know what I'm saying? They get mad over the stupidest shit, and they all over there fighting over stupid ass shit. When people are really dying, bro. Like, people are really slaves on this earth right now. You know what I'm saying? Not only in Africa, this is what they are missing. It's not only Africans that are still enslaved. It's not only Africans who are trying to flee their country. I'm trying to flee my fucking country. But I can't even fucking get asylum because they won't even mark America as an unsafe fucking country. They won't mark the U.S. as an unsafe country, so people like me and you can't go out and just get asylum in Mexico or maybe even Canada. I'm trying to flee. And there's slaves in this fucking country that look like you and me. The majority of the prison industrial complex is full of black men who never been convicted of a fucking crime. And you want to talk about, man, shut the fuck up, bro. Y'all niggas get on my nerve. Y'all niggas get on my nerve more like those fucking, just like those Kamala Harris supporters. Well, y'all wanted the same, if you ask me. Y'all wanted the same, if you ask me. Oh, I'm so tired. Oh, we need the rest. I'm sitting this one out. Well, shut the fuck up then, bitch. Always coming on my shit. Black people, sit this one out. Sit this one out. I ain't never seen you out there. What the fuck you mean sit this one out? Bro, just because our ancestors did something, that doesn't give us credit. That don't mean we get to take credit for it, right? My grandfather protested. He fought for civil rights. He fought for this. He fought for that. I don't take that man credit. I don't say, well, my grandfather fought for this, so I'm sitting this one out. This isn't our fight. I'm proud to be an American. I'm going to put the American flag next to my name. The same country who enslaved my people. That you claim that you want reparations from, right? But the same people that you want reparations from is fucking up everybody else around the fucking world that you don't want to show solidarity with. If anything, if we come together, we can get this shit done quicker. Oh, they just want reparations. The Africans trying to get reparations and black people should be on it. Nigga, look, I'm gonna tell you like this. Black Americans are not the only people owed reparations. It's true. We are owed reparations, and it's not just for slavery. We are owed reparations for the prison industrial complex, targeting our fathers and our communities. We need reparations from the CIA and the FBI targeting our communities with the crack and the cocaine. We need reparations for a lot of fucking things. but we are not the only group of people on in this fucking country that deserve reparations, or even out of this fucking country. Because would you disagree with me that Palestinians deserve reparations? Right? What about Nigerians? Do they deserve reparations? Like we're Jamal Thomas. I just got some breaking news from Sabby. Jamal Thomas had a stroke and lost part of his vision. Oh shit. If y'all believe in God, pray for Jamal. Man, I hope the best for him. God damn. Right. Right. Sudan, Congo. Like this is a lot of people deserve reparations, but we would not get reparations. You want to know why we wouldn't get reparations under America, under the US of A? It's because they don't even see you as people. They're gonna give you reparations for those are animals. You still are considered 3/5 in their fucking eyes. You're not owed anything in their eyes. If anything, you owe them. We will never get reparations. And I don't give a fuck how many times they mean test this shit. They mean test all this bullshit. It ain't gonna happen until we actually make it happen. And I figure this. It's better to overthrow this motherfucker than to be handed some bullshit from the empire just to give it right back to the empire, because they're gonna make sure that we get just enough to stay afloat, to oil the machine, but not enough to grow our land. You know what I'm saying? Get enough land to grow on. You know what I'm saying? Probably pull permits. It's gonna be hard for us to get bank loans still, even after reparations. Or they're gonna make it harder for us to fucking leave. They definitely will find a way to get it back. Definitely will find a way to get it back. Because with the majority of Black Americans not owning their houses, they're going to get that money back. They're going to get that fucking money back. Definitely going to get that fucking money back. I want reparations to actually stay inside of Black communities. And not only, just like, bro, see, this is why I said, like, if we're gonna talk about reparations, we gotta go down some. You know what I'm saying? Because we forgetting some people, right? We forgetting about the state. We forgetting about corporations that use chattel slavery from the prisons to the train companies. All of these people owe us, And I feel like, as far as their company is still thriving, I don't give a fuck how many times they change your name, Bank of America. I don't give a fuck how many times you change your name. You still owe a debt. And I feel like Black Americans should be getting at least 10% of that of what they earn in profits. And that's just for one corporation. But whatever. We can just get a couple of $100,000, maybe a couple of $1 million. You're gonna get that shit right back though. I'll tell you that much.
Resigned, at least 4 of the reporting from my colleagues Carol Lennig and Ken Delaney, and we've learned that leaders of the criminal rights section of the Civil Rights Division of the Justice Department resigned, at least 4 of them, over a decision by the leader of that division, Harmeet Dillon, to not investigate this shooting. Now, that reporting doesn't necessarily mean the FBI won't be investigating this shooting, but customarily, this is the specific division within the Justice Department that would focus on this exact kind of scenario, a situation where a law enforcement personnel is being accused of excessive use of force and was involved in a shooting. So it certainly raises questions as to how in-depth the FBI plans to go with this investigation into
I bet they expecting for some claps. They expecting for me to clap for them because, I quit. I'm just done with it. You're not gonna let me do my job. You're not gonna let me do my job. Yeah, right. Y'all motherfuckers What you mean no audio? Did y'all hear that video I just played? Slimy saying no audio. Well, basically, some DOJ members, 4 DOJ members had quit because they're not letting them investigate the shooting of Renee Good. And I don't know. I think they're expecting us to give them a standing ovation. But if we really look at the track record of the DOJ, they have been doing a horrible job. Like that was a branch themselves that was supposed to do, certain investigations about ICE, the detention facilities, where the concentration camps, and be transparent with the public. But they have been doing a horrible fucking job. A horrible fucking job. So I don't care that they quit. Nigga, I'm doing a motherfucking show. Fuck CT. Kick your ass, man. Where is this other story I just found? Damn it, I just seen it. It was something about ICE killed like 10 people. At least 10 people have died in their custody. And in the last, since the beginning of January. So for this DOJ to be like, oh, y'all not letting us investigate, I believe they're just trying to save their own asses. Because they have been doing a horrible fucking job. I'm not going to give them a pat on the back for, leaving a job they never shouldn't even had. Fuck the DOJ. Fuck DHS. Fuck. And now they're saying 46% of Americans support abolishing ICE, 43 oppose abolishing ICE, which I'm pretty sure those numbers are played with. I'm pretty sure they didn't really talk to too many young people and shit like that. I'm pretty sure it's higher than that. But what did Breonna Joy Gray say yesterday? They're gonna run some fucking Democrat like, oh, now is not the time to abolish ICE. Now is not the time to abolish ICE. This is the perfect time to abolish ICE. But they need. You got to understand, like, politicians are probably sitting around flabbergasted that we haven't overthrown them yet. We are living in conditions worse than the Great Depression, right? A lot of people are living in worse conditions. They are not making any money. Like, man, people are out there, right? Selling their bodies, selling their kids, et cetera, et cetera. Every day they probably in those fucking war rooms, wherever the fuck, thinking to themselves, talking to themselves like, damn, I can't believe they haven't overthrown us. So yeah, they're going to get ready when we like, hey, something not adding up here. They're like, send them ICE boys out there, send them Proud Boys out there. You know what I'm saying? Send the NYPD, LAPD, send them boys out there. They getting ready. National Guard, they getting ready. Because they are terrified of what's supposed to happen. They are terrified of what's supposed to happen, especially with people living in these conditions. But another side is like, hey, we got them by the balls. Like, they are arguing about immigrants. Can you believe? They probably laughing in a room, smoking cigars with Elon Musk. Elon Musk probably just took $300 million of our fucking taxpaying dollars, and they probably laughing in the fucking White House talking about, can you believe they actually believe it's immigrants stealing from them? It ain't gonna stop unless you want it, but Americans are kinky. Spank me again, dada. Spank me, dada. Ooh, I like when I don't have health care. I like it when my kids don't have a library. Spank me again. Ooh, that one hurt. Ooh, not so hard. Ooh, why you giving him the paddle? I thought it was just a Democrat thing. No, this is bipartisan. This is a bipartisan spanking. Now spread that ass.
Yes, let's talk about ICE being a military force that gets to go to war with their own people, because they're not. And they're escalating so fast, and they're already beginning to lose. So maybe you will take some comfort from the words of a former military planner and intelligence officer whose job it was to be the expert on this. Okay, let's start with some basic numbers. There's 20,000 members of ICE. 20,000. There are 350 million Americans. Oh, they have billions of dollars? Okay, we have 500 million guns. It's within a week, somebody is going to kill ICE trying to come into their homes now that they're going door to door. And they can't go door to door in the whole country. Americans are already starting to physically fight back and physically fight back. This paramilitary force. I keep just sitting every night with my husband, who's a former special operations helicopter pilot, and we're like, what is the end game here? They're escalating so fast. It's going to be handled real soon. That doesn't mean more people are not going to die. More people are probably going to die.
That's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
And by the way, white ladies, this is what it means to stand up for freedom. Right? Someone tagged me in a post the other day, and I couldn't even finish it because the woman was crying and talking about being scared. And the caption said, "How do we resist without risking dying?" You can't. You can't stand up to tyranny without a risk that the tyrant is going to do something really bad to you. And when you lose your proximity to whiteness because you're out there fighting back against the white supremacist tyrant, because you're out there putting your body in front of black and brown people, you might lose your life. You lose the protection of white supremacy. That is how it goes. People are going to die fighting back. And still, there is not one possible outcome where they can win. Even if they had the entire actual military, not just a paramilitary force, there's not one possible outcome where 1.3 million people, even with all our weapons, and I wrote a book on drones for the Army, can win against 350 million American people.
See, this is why I did it. That's why I did it. I wanted to see if you have revolutionary, you know what I'm saying? If y'all can control yourselves. Control yourself for 10 motherfucking seconds. You see some titties on the screen, you go toot, tat, tat. Yeah. What she said? I see. See? You gotta keep your head in the game, man. Just like that. White women titties can take you out the game. White women titties can take you out the game. Have y'all not seen Pootie Tang? Have you not seen Pootie Tang? Do you not know about Irene? One of the baddest white bitches that'll take you out your motherfucking game? Pay attention. Never let ladies come between you and the belt. And that belt is revolutionary spirit. Revolutionary thoughts. Don't let them white titties get in your way. She was spitting some real shit. But in all reality, it's not going to be 350 million Americans. A lot of us are going to have to fight each other. But I see it like this. It's not just going to be Americans fighting each other, because if they see, let's say, all of these countries that we have beef with that can reach, certain targets, military bases, whether they be around the U.S. or maybe not, this would be a great time for everyone. I mean, everyone to throw their hat in the game. So let's say we have an uprising here in America. You think China wouldn't take advantage of that? You think Russia wouldn't take advantage of that time? You think the DPRK won't take advantage of the time? You think Venezuela won't take advantage of the time? That's going to be that time when they're going to be out like, especially like if, let's say World War III is announced before the uprising, right? So now we have our army stretched thin. We have militaries and army out there in Taiwan. We have them out in South America. We have them out in the East, Russia, whatever, et cetera, et cetera. They're not going to be able to stop us here. And if we stop them here, who's going to give the commands out there? But like she was saying, it's not that easy. Of course, a lot of people are going to die, but that's a sacrifice that I'm willing to make. And even I'll probably be one of those people. I'm going to be out there. I'm going to catch me a body or two. I've been itching for a body, so I'm definitely going to be out there. But a lot of people are going to die, man. It is what it is. I think as Americans, we have had it good enough. Our life is literally only the way it is because we are living off the back of other people. You know what I'm saying? We are living off of other people's labor, whether that be people in Congo or people here in America with their prison labor. I think we had it good enough with the iPhones and, like kids get their hands chopped off to make the phones that we use to communicate with. I think we can have it bad for a minute. I think we can have it bad for a minute. All right, Joe, you stay up, man. Stay up. Have a nice day. It's definitely be a good run. Hell yeah, man. I mean, we could have had more if our parents actually wasn't, if the boomer generation wasn't selfish, we could have definitely had more. But then we wouldn't be having this conversation right now. So, I kind of thank the boomers for being selfish. I kind of thank the boomers for being, about me, because it opened up a lot of people's eyes to see like, hold on, man, this isn't the way it's supposed to be. And now because of that domino effect that boomers, the selfishness of the boomers had a domino effect to now over 60% of young Americans favor socialism and communism. If boomers would have, really created a pathway for us, to have generational wealth, to own the houses after they pass, or even, set us up with a house, maybe a car or something like that, it wouldn't be 60% of young people favoring socialism today. It wouldn't. So I thank boomers for that. I thank boomers for being selfish, for being, about, I got mine, you get yours. When it comes to housing, when it comes to healthcare, when it comes to all of it. Because now the young people is looking like, didn't your house cost a fucking nickel and a pickle? Your house costs a nickel and a pickle and you want to charge me $1 million for it. You telling me to pay back my school loans and your shit was $500 a semester or whatever. I'm going to be in debt for the rest of my motherfucking life. I done paid these people $200,000 and guess how much I owe them? $200,000. The bootstraps are non-existent that they told us they left on our feet. So thank you, boomers. Let's talk about Iran. My niggas are out there doing their damn thing. And shout out to everybody that's focused. Matter of fact, before I do that, before I move on, I got to shout out this last, not the last one. I got to shout out my giveaway to for the poor. We are doing a giveaway out here in Detroit, Michigan. If you can, please donate. We are trying to raise $1,200 for my birthday giveaway. My birthday is in 2 days. I will be turning 50 years old. We're going to be out here in Detroit, Michigan, trying to raise $1,200 for more coats, jackets, hats, gloves, food, sanitation products, menstrual products, etc., etc., etc. There's a lot of shit. There's a lot of shit. We're trying to get a lot of shit. We need $1,200 to make sure we got everything as far as transportation, pay people to stand out in the cold with me for 6 hours, 6 to 8 hours, etc., etc. If you can, please donate to Cash App Tour for the Poor, PayPal, Unholy Wrong 6, Venmo, Tour for the Poor, all lowercase. If you are out in Metro Detroit area, we will be on Mac and Grasher at the Wellness Center. And if you have my email, email me. If you need my phone number, let me know. Yeah, man. Yeah. Now you got kids like housing shouldn't be something you just sell. Like what the fuck? Like yes, housing is for living in, not something you make a hustle out of. Like what kind of that's kind of fucked up to think like that. That is not a good way of thinking. Like, how can I make money? Money. How can I make more money? I need more money. I need control over land and property. I need what is wrong with you? You don't think one house is good enough? One house, a couple of cars. I don't mind a motherfucker having like 6, 8 cars. You know what I'm saying? At all. But houses, bro, you don't need more than one house unless you housing your other family. You know what I'm saying? Unless you don't want your side chick to move in with your wife. Thank you. I shouldn't be saying that shit. It's fucked up. Yeah, it's just greed, man. It's just greed. How can I get more? I want more. Feed me more. Motherfuckers act like Ryback. Feed me more. Like, nigga, you don't have enough. You telling me you got a couple $1 million in your bank account to the point that you're getting passive income, and that's not enough. That's crazy, bro. Because I sell weed. And I do this. And I got a nonprofit and all this other shit. And it's still not enough. I don't know how the fuck a couple $1 million is not enough for you, but whatever. Maybe you should, learn how to manage your money better. But somehow they still do. Somehow they still do. I don't know how they still defend these motherfucking politicians, these billionaires. Oh well, he take all the risk. All the risk is the motherfuckers in the factories getting blown to pieces because there's no regulation. Oh, fuck it. I can't talk to these fucking idiots. Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. I look good for 49. I look good for 49. I got one gray beard. But yeah, before we move on, please donate to for the poor. Let's talk about Iran. Oh, wrong button. What did this button do? Iran intelligence has seized a shipment of illegal Starlink devices and other advanced electronics meant for espionage and sabotage. The shipment came from a country in the region and was meant to be distributed in unrest and hit Providence. Some of the equipment was also intended for espionage near military and missile sites for the next war. And this is not like they not only intercepted a great deal of these damn things that you can fucking see. They also shut that motherfucker. They also shut it down. And this was one of Elon Musk's talking points. This is one of Elon Musk's talking points. Starlink can't be taken down. Starlink can't be shut down. Elon said, shut that shit down. Now you have Westerners. Oh, you guys cheering because you don't want people to have the internet? Not your internet. If they want internet, they make their own shit. I don't know what they're doing. I can't speak for Iran. They make their own way. We don't need your fucking we don't need you Yankees help. We don't need you Yankees help. And all you motherfuckers who screaming, Israel isn't committed a genocide. You guys are lying. Blah, blah, blah. Now you want to protect women and children in Iran. Save the bullshit, bro. I know you want a regime change. I know you want a regime change, but guess what? You failed. Because your ass. Man. Your ass, man. Everywhere you go, you get your ass handed it to you. That's why you ass, man. Mossad went out there and got their asses whooped. Now it's $900 billion, 900 billion people in Iran is getting executed in the middle of the street. Good. Because just 2 days ago, y'all was praising people for burning down a mosque, going into schools and terrorizing children. Now, let's take care of the children. Then, they're just killing everything. Nah, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I can't wait till something happens to people like this. And, people say, it's nothing to hate on American politicians, but do you hate the American people? I'm there. I am there. These Westerners, they are sick in the fucking mind, bro. But then they are condemning Iran for killing and beating up protesters. You can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. I'm glad America is getting their asses kicked. I'm glad the world is actually finding out the paper tiger that we truly are, and how we actually prey on the weaker countries because we can get away with this shit. But we don't pull that shit on it. We gotta do. If we go after other countries, we use other countries to do it. If we go after bigger countries, we use other countries to do it. Just like how they use Ukraine. They literally said we're going to use Ukraine to fight for us in a war with Russia. That's what Lindsey Graham said. Literally. They're cowards, and they know that they don't birth warriors. You birth kids, you birth motherfuckers who have student loan debt. You birth motherfuckers who trying to escape homelessness and medical bills. You're not birthing people who have to fight the empire. You're not birthing people who have to fucking, who have to be a resistance fighter from the day that they can fucking walk. And I don't blame them. Shit, I don't even want Americans in America. I don't even want Americans in American politics. A whole bunch of fucking gamers on these drones, then come back and brag about their body counts. Nigga, you ain't kill nobody. That was the drone that caught those bodies. You ain't kill nobody. You weren't man enough to step out there and put your boots on the ground. Nigga, this is no different from me doing this. Being on my motherfucking oppressor, killing niggas on GTA. It's no different. It's no different. And that's exactly why they have it like that. That's exactly why they have this drone program like this. It's just like video games, so you can disconnect yourself from the real world that you are actually killing real people. I'm telling you, look up those drone programs. It's crazy. Especially under Obama. When he seen that niggas love Call of Duty, oh yeah. Oh yeah, they was like, man. Fuck. What the fuck? Oh man, my computer was froze. I thought it was Dog, I seen this shit get. I'm telling you, man, that shit is sickening. It's sickening. Like you're not a real killer, bro. Like I don't give a fuck about these Americans coming over here from these fucking they coming over here being prideful. Oh, I served. Oh, what you do? I was in the drone. Like, man, shut the fuck up. You's a bitch. You would have went out there, Bibi would have whooped your ass. Muhammad would have dragged you across that motherfucking desert, nigga. Then what? They're terrorists. They're terrorists. We got to get our troops back home. We got to get our troops back home. Ain't nobody tell that bitch ass nigga to go over there. Nobody tell his ass to go over there. But about this Renee Good shit, bro. You know, Joe Rogan isn't the smartest of people. Let's listen to what he got to say.
It's also very ugly to watch someone shoot a U.S. citizen, especially a woman, in the face.
Right.
Where it's like, I'm not that guy. I don't know what he thought. And again, this is a guy who had almost been run over, but it just looked horrific to me. I mean, when people say it's justifiable because the car hit him, it seemed like she was kind of turning the car away.
Oh, God, man, it really pains me when dumb people make the points that you was making. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? If that idiot can see that man wasn't in danger, if that idiot, that boot-licking ass motherfucker can see that. Have you ever heard of Neofuel? It was created by a native Hawaiian comrade. More leftist video games to act as propaganda. COD shows them games. It's a powerful propaganda medium. No, I never heard of that. If you my friend on Twitter, just DM me. I'll definitely get into that because I love pushing propaganda. If it's one thing I'm good at is pushing communist propaganda. I find it very easy, especially in these days. Boy, I found it very fucking easy to push communist propaganda. And a lot of countries, like even China, give me some good talking points, you know, especially when it comes to home ownership amongst millennials and shit like that. Man, I'll be out there pushing the hell out of that propaganda. They'd be like, what you mean 90% of millennials own their houses? I'd be like, yeah. Like they don't pay a rent. I'm like, no. They be getting pissed. I'm like, how much of your income you think go to your rent? About like 40 or 60? Like, nigga, China would pay your rent. Nigga said, what? Like, nigga, that's that's what happens in the socialist country. You know, you don't supposed to be. We're like, bro, we don't supposed to be paying for utilities. We're supposed to be getting paid for these fucking utilities. Our tax dollars are the reasons why these fucking electric grids are up and running. What the fuck? We shouldn't pay for utilities. Why are we paying for clean water? That is just something that is a giving. That is something that we need as a human. Why are we paying for lights and gas? It comes from the fucking earth. Why are we paying from that? Why are we paying for that? I understand paying to keep the water clean. I understand paying to keep the electric grid updated, but y'all haven't even done that. Our electric grids are outdated. If we have the next blackout might be our last. I don't switch up. The best thing to do, the best way to propagandize somebody is with a handful of things. A handful of things. Like, I hate to say it, but a lot of Americans are, they love material things. You know what I'm saying? They love shiny things. They love free stuff. You need to come with those things. Like, it's easy to try to talk to somebody to be like, oh, well, the Black Panthers wanted this, Marx wanted that, and blah, 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 blah. Nigga, I don't give a fuck what these niggas want. My rent is due next week. Is you gonna help me pay this? You know what I'm saying? My kids need food. I don't give a fuck. Man, get the fuck out my face. But if you meet them halfway with something to stop them in their tracks, they will listen. Just like before they took my last Twitter page down, I was live. I was doing a free barbecue in front of the library. And I seen some kids. I know they was about to go do a home invasion. I know because they're walking through the fucking alley looking like me when I was about to go do that home invasion. Well, I did do the home invasion. I didn't got probation for it though. So, but they was looking like me and my niggas. Young black man. Damn, I wish you would have donated to my Cash App. That would have been dope. But thank you anyway. I'm gonna keep up the good work. I'm trying my best. I ain't gonna say it's easy, but they're making it easier for us. Especially with the shit they just handing us propaganda against them, man. They just handing us propaganda against them. So thank you, man. Thank you for that $100. I definitely appreciate that. If you can. If you're watching this, please become a member of RBN. We are back. We had a group back. Oh, and we got a new member. We got a new member. I don't want to spill too many beans, but it is a woman, y'all. We got another woman. I have been working hard trying to find another woman to, join the ranks of RBN. She is a sex worker. She's a Marxist-Leninist. She's smart. She got a strong head on her shoulders. Independent. She's a black woman. And you guys gonna be seeing her real soon. So, but yeah, we got a new RBN member. So that's dope. That's dope. I've been looking. Y'all don't know how long I've been looking for a woman for another woman to join RBN. A lot of people have great takes, but they can't do long forms of content. Like, they're not going to sit in front of a computer for 2 or 3 hours, even 5 hours or something like that. But yeah, it took me 4 years to find someone. Almost 4 years to find someone. So, man, got it to work. DM sent. Bet. Okay. YouTube takes a cut. Yep, YouTube takes a cut. So whatever you send in YouTube, if you send $100, I'm seeing like 80. So just be aware. Nope. She's a young woman. Young woman. She's younger woman. I wish we can afford much. Man, what? I can't afford her. If I could. But she has been on. She's she's definitely up under RBN umbrella. She will always be a part of the RBN family. She looked out for us when I think she was our first guest, I believe. So no, was she our first guest or was it Renee? Nope, Afeni doing her own thing. Afeni was a part of RBN for a while, but she's doing her own thing now. Nope, not Afeni, not Afeni. Yep, Afeni don't stream anymore, but she does a lot of work on the ground. So shout out to Afeni. She's doing a lot of great work out there in DC, making a lot of people making a lot of the right people mad. So she's what the fuck? Who? What the fuck was that? I just went in my DMs and they told me to fucking put in the passcode. I don't remember making no motherfucking passcode. Okay. Silver Spook guy. Okay, I guess I can give you this much information so you guys can follow her here. Pretty sure a couple of you guys already follow her. But this is our new member of RBN. She has been a member for a while now. We just never really got to announcing it, but she does a lot of great work. Also, speak up greatly for sex workers, and for me being, a sex worker myself. We definitely have a lot in common, and she make me feel welcome in these conversations, because as a man being a sex worker, it's like nobody want to hear it. Like, nigga, shut the fuck up, you got a dick. But it's like, I can get raped too, motherfucker. I've been taken advantage of, I've been kidnapped, I have been blackmailed, all kind of shit. So I don't know. But we're gonna have some great conversations. We're gonna start her off with my shows, and hopefully she branch off to her own show. She will be doing weather, not only weather. She will be doing climate change, weather, and talking about sex work, and bringing other sex workers on the website, on the network, also to speak on them, their experience. How you can help, or how they are helping other sex workers right now. So okay. These motherfuckers so crazy, man. Like, I know y'all seen that one dude. Hold on, what it say? Ex-Navy SEAL plotted to blast cops with mortar fireworks at No Kings rally. Like, they always itching for a false flag. It's because, and you know what? I ain't gonna lie to you. It's kind of pitiful that they have to do all these false flags. We should be doing it ourselves, bro. We should be doing it. They shouldn't have to do no false flags. At this point, they deserve everything that's coming their way. I'm just happy y'all can keep what? That's like my 20th Twitter page, man. I'm gonna keep getting kicked off because I'm gonna say what the fuck I want. I'm not holding my tongue for this fucking empire, bro. I done held my tongue for way too long, And now I figure, I can't even I don't even get to live that long, bro. And I would be damned if I was to sit here and just be like, oh man, I don't want to go to jail for what I believe in, so I'm gonna just shut up. I don't want to die for what I believe in, so I'm gonna just shut up. Man, fuck this life, nigga. Fuck this life and fuck you. Like, I don't. But it is kind of pitiful that they have to do these false flags, because we should be out there doing murders. We should have a group of crazy motherfuckers out there already like, hey, we did it. What the fuck y'all gonna do about it? But, they have to create their own false flags because the left obviously isn't ready to fight for some reason. I don't know why. They killing y'all people on the ground, man. I don't know. it can happen to them, it can happen to you. Like this is a keep on trying to tell y'all, but motherfuckers don't want to listen. They want to sit here and pop each other asses. Oh yeah, Argentina. That's what I forgot to talk about. Argentina. Yeah. How y'all feel about letting them evil ass motherfuckers in now? Well, I can't even say that because y'all motherfuckers are evil too. Y'all killed all the black people y'all had there. But karma is the motherfucker when them chickens come home to roost. You know what I'm saying? Because, oh, did y'all see motherfucking Argentina? Did y'all see Argentina? That shit looked like what a Christian would describe hell to be. I thought a motherfucking volcano erupted. Before we talk about these crackers that's going through this shit, please donate to Tour for the Poor. We're trying to get some coats, jackets, blankets, hats, gloves, food. I need some new clippers. Money to pay the volunteers. Sides, flour, all this shit. We're trying to raise $1,200. If you can, please donate to Tour for the Poor. Cash App Tour for the Poor. PayPal on Holy Rome 6. Venmo Tour for the Poor. It's in 2 more days. It's on my birthday. My birthday is on the 16th. I know nobody cares because it's Aaliyah birthday. Then we got Martin Luther King birthday tomorrow. So nobody really care about my birthday. They always call it dry January or whatever the fuck. Nobody ever got no money. Nobody ever want to go out. It's the middle of the winter. It's cold. That's why I stopped celebrating birthdays at like 11. Just give me the fucking money. All right, bet. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for coming by, Kat. I might. They wish. They wish what they're getting is Zionist. What they're getting is Zionists burning down their motherfucking lands. And because I remember them catching them. I remember them catching one of them and the other one ran away. Now, share my screen with you guys. Look at this. This is January 9th. 2 Israeli tourists, repeatedly IDF soldiers, started a fire to burn down a protected forest in Argentina. Police are currently hunting for them. They are gone. They are back in Israel. Look at that. That looks like fire and brimstone, my nigga. That look so many animals. If we can't live on the same earth as these people. They have no, they don't even think twice about Let me stop.
Hacemos colecta, yo no puedo pero lo que más te duele es el alma y el corazón cuando ves a la gente que se quedó sin nada, cuando ves a los animales muertos.
But what hurts the most in your heart and soul is when you see dead animals. Hey, look at this. White woman is the same everywhere. White women is the same everywhere. She said the animals. Nigga. I understand, but goddamn, people die. Man. Y'all understand people die, but fuck the animals. No, let me stop. When you see the dead animals, we are raising funds. I can't even talk about the anguish we feel. We live here. This place is paradise for us. And they burned our paradise, man. They left us. Ooh, sorry. They ruined everything. And what's happening here is they're trying to sell, I can't pronounce that, to all the Jews. It's been known for a long time. This place is crawling with Israelis. And you will say, oh, well, she's just a conspiracy theorist.
En cuanto a tierras rurales, se libera la compra por parte.
That is an ugly language, so I'm just going to keep it. Regarding to royal lands, the purchase by foreign private individuals is now allowed. The vision, changing prospect of use of farmland. Where is this fucking? Is this a? This can't be the video.
Del campo.
Yeah. For 30, 60 years after a fire is also removed. So it looks like what she was saying, it has some truth to it. And do I just think that these are just some regular Israelis that went and just committed a hell of an arson on this fucking country? No. It's way bigger than that. These are fucking corporations. These are corporations who pay these people probably pennies on the, like you will be surprised how cheap people will do something for. You know what I'm saying? Like you will be surprised how cheap people will kill you for. Yeah. They probably paid them nothing. And they're gonna buy that land for nothing. And they're gonna build utopias. They're gonna build their utopias. They're trying, at least. I don't think it's gonna work because capitalism never works, not for too long at least. My camera sucks ass because I'm poor and I can't afford a new one. But shout out Kevin. I got a new show coming out pretty soon later on this year. I'm doing a show with Ramsey from Palestine News Network. Me and him gonna have a show together, so y'all be on the lookout for that. I'm also gonna be shooting Death to America pretty soon also, but I gotta find some child actors. So if you know a child actor that look like me, let me know, I guess. Cause my son, he looked like me, but he just light skinned, so he definitely can't play me. Yep, even your soul. Man. I swear it'd be hard to feel sorry, but the climate, the animals, yes, I feel sorry for the animals. I feel sorry for the climate. I feel sorry for the future. You know what I'm saying? This will have a cause and effect on the future. Definitely. But do I feel sorry for a whole bunch of racist ass Argentinas? I don't know, man. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I just need to work on myself. What the fuck? Bruh. A couple of y'all motherfuckers gonna be mad when y'all see this. All right, you take care. Yep, happening in Hawaii too. Yep. The excuse for climate change, but they hired fire starters. Man. Wait till y'all see this. A couple of y'all, I know y'all be playing with y'all nose, right? I know a couple of y'all old enough to play with y'all nose. I'm pretty sure a couple of y'all did cocaine before, so y'all know how it is. I ain't never did coke. I've been around it a lot. But this sucks. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about the drought this is gonna have for my cocaine users. Sebi live? What the hell is Sebi doing live? This is my time. That's why I go early in the morning. No, Sebi not live. That's a premiere. She not live. That's a clip. About to say, what the fuck? Look at all that cocaine. Look at all that cocaine. No, I'm playing. I'm playing. Somebody gonna die tonight. God damn. Yeah, saw this transporter like that. Oh, yeah. Shit, in Detroit, we got a city up under Detroit. It's full of salt. We got a city up under Detroit that's full of salt. They don't have any, that's a whole different country. So they might have different rules and regulations when it comes to shit like that. But how did they get caught? Who the fuck snitched? Who the fuck snitched and why? Man, goddamn, was the cut not big enough? Like, fuck, man, that's what I'm talking about. Like, bro, man, we y'all just let anybody in the cartel nowadays. Like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't get that shit. Man. Oh, man, that would have fucked up the streets. I remember one time back in the days when we were selling weed, this when we was illegal in Michigan. And a truck from Canada got stopped. Truck full of fucking marijuana. We was already going through a drought here in Detroit. And it was real bad. I mean, we was smoking some backyard boogie. I mean, even the best weed man that you go to, they had some bullshit. You will fuck around and go there with the weed roll, like, give me my money back. You know, so we was in a hell of a drought. Next thing you know, we at the trap. You know, I'm on the phone, blah, blah. I'm reading the news because I know something about the pop, right? Tell me why they found the fucking Mack truck crossing the Ambassador Bridge full of fucking marijuana. I tell these niggas, everybody, man, we was this close. We was this close to getting out of that drought. Man, that sucks. That really sucks. That summer was hard for weed dealers, bro, because we had to go out. You had to talk to California niggas. You had to talk to Florida niggas, of course. California niggas talking about, oh, this Cali weed, this costs this much and that much. Man, give me the damn weed. I don't give a fuck what y'all call it. Like, no, I'm not paying your West Coast tax. And yes, there is a West Coast tax on weed, especially when you buy them through the black market. It's just stupid. It's just stupid. Everybody trying to get money, but ain't nobody trying to work together. I feel like drugs should be legal. I feel like all drugs should be legal. If you want to do cocaine, do it. If you want to do heroin, do it. If you want to do meth, do it. I feel like there's a better way of getting it to the people. I feel like the government, well, not this government, but once we take over, I feel like the government should be the ones passing out the drugs to the people because they can make sure it's clean, you know, or we can actually hold them accountable when it comes to fentanyl and laced with our meth, heroin, whatever the fuck it may be. I feel like all drugs should be legal. If a motherfucker want to sit there and smoke some crack, let that nigga smoke his crack. He ain't bothering me until he probably smoke his crack, but it ain't gonna last that long. He'll be all right. Good to see you too, Dar. When I lived in Hawaii, we got Cali weed. Yeah, man, Cali weed be going, man. Cali weed is all the hype that it claimed to be, but man, that shit it's too expensive. Yes, it should be prescribed, and we should have ways to get them off. Not, oh, you on meth, let me put you in prison. You know what I'm saying? Like last time I was in jail, what that nigga was in jail for? A 0.5 grams of cocaine. Something stupid like that. Like, this nigga ain't no motherfucking drug pink. I probably can sell him some shit. Like, he ain't no drug dealer. He shouldn't be in here for possessed to distribute. Like, no, that's a hitter. That's something you put in a little pipe. You just hit when you're driving. Don't do drugs while you're driving, but I'm just saying that's what they do. But yeah. Especially people with your nose candy. When I was out there in California, that's all I kept on seeing. I'm like, these niggas really snorting cocaine. Like, what the fuck? I remember where I was going. I was San Diego. I was in LA going to San Diego. And, rush hour and Cali is just standstill. So all around you, all you looking around, you see motherfuckers playing with their nose, dead ass, bro. Like, it's crazy. Hollywood is really full of people, full of cokeheads, full of fucking cokeheads, and they get mad at the other cokeheads because that cokehead don't have a house. Oh, your motherfuckers cokeheads. He just ain't got a house. He just don't know how to manage his money better. But you still fucked up. Don't look down on people. I want to talk about white women for a second. White women, Cat Women has a skit about that. Young white women, for example, have been young white women are putting themselves in danger for a good cause, and there's been an uptick. There's been an uptick on white women really speaking out, like young white women really speaking out, throwing themselves in front of marginalized communities, and not like no Black Lives Matter bullshit, not no neoliberal bullshit. They are open communists, you know what I'm saying? Like, they are open with their socialism. They are open with their, mutual aid and shit like that. And like, I wonder if this has something to do with young white men being lonely. I'm sorry, but it seems like every time I get on TikTok, and not to say I don't want to hear anything from white people, I'm not that type of nigga. Of course, I want to hear you talk, but I'm not going to follow you, you know what I'm saying? But I would love to hear your perspective, right? But it seems like every day there's some young white women, or young Latino, I should say, women who are waking up and trying to, get people to do mutual aid, get there on the street, fight ICE. And I think there's a disconnect with them and their other counterparts. Like, everybody know OG. This is my favorite white. This is one of my favorite white women. Right, one of my favorite white people right here. Everybody know her. OG. OG has held it down. Let me.
Two things can be true.
Let me pause it so she
True
won't
at once, but
on a pause screen. Everybody know Madeline. OG. She is one of the spearheads of white women on the left getting radicalized. And I guarantee, I am not saying this as a conspiracy theorist. The government is after this woman. The government is after this woman. She is radicalizing women. Like, if you go on her comments, she's really radicalizing white women. Oh, well, what about this? And they be asking in good faith. Like they're not asking like when a revolution gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? You get some of them, but a lot of white women in our comments are really waking the fuck up. Like, oh, that's what socialism is, what communism is, and I didn't know neoliberalism was right wing. I say, blah. I always thought liberal was left, and yeah, she's spearheading it to the point they had smeared this woman. They call her racist for not wanting to vote for Kamala Harris, and whatever the fuck else they made up. They call her all kind of shit. They said she getting paid by the state, even though her rise to fame was her turning down dark pack money from the DNC. But now she's going to accept money from Russia. I don't fucking know. DPRK. I don't fucking know. Who's going to pay her? Who's going to pay this white woman to spill anti-American rhetoric? You don't have to pay a white woman to do that. Like, if a white woman is fed up with America to the point that she's speaking up, she's not getting paid. She's really fed the fuck up. Like, she didn't benefit from the system the way that you guys told her that she could. She went to college and didn't benefit. That's Melanin. She's a big star on the left, especially for white women. But yeah, she's a comrade, trusted comrade, trusted with my motherfucking life. But she is damn sure one of the main leaders of the reason why white women are getting reprogrammed, and it's something beautiful, man.
Motherfucker. You know why? Because usually two things are not true at once. I hate a two things can be true at once motherfucker. You know why? Because usually two things are not true at once. Like, I don't know who needs to hear this, but you cannot be an enlightened centrist of the left. Sometimes you meet people and you're like, what are your politics? And they're like, well, I'm like a centrist. You know what that means when they say that, right? What does that mean? Say it with me. It means they're conservative. We know that means they're conservative because you cannot both sides political issues. Those are people who are conservative, who want to pretend like they're way smarter than everybody else, so they don't take sides. But their politics are still conservative. They are conservative. So when you meet somebody who's like, well, I'm a leftist, but they want to both sides political issues of today from the left. They want to be a centrist, but of the left. What does that actually mean? Similarly, come on. It means they're not on the left. They are not about to give you a left-wing political take. They are not. This is how you end up with people who are like, well, I condemn the United States murdering 20 to 25% of the entire population of North Korea after illegally dividing the Korean peninsula in half and committing genocide in the South. But Kim Jong-un's still bad man. Like, my guy, you have just done the international version of saying that you think racism is bad, but people of color still need to be locked up because they're violent criminals or something. Like, you don't understand. You only believe the second thing because of the first thing. You can't be an enlightened centrist of the left on this issue. The second thing is not real, and you only believe it because of the first thing. Similarly, you can't look at what's happening in Iran right now and be like, well, it's bad that the United States has been trying to destabilize their government going back to the 1930s. And of course, it is bad that Israel is technically planning, supporting, and arming the protests right now in an effort to overthrow their government to make it more sympathetic to Israeli interests. This is a literal tweet from the former CIA director, by the way, okay? But the women of Iran want us to liberate them from their government. Like, no, you only believe the second thing because of the first thing. The women of Iran do not want us to liberate them. Any liberation struggle they want to have, they are going to have on their own, and they are capable of having on their own. Meanwhile, actual Iranians are saying, we kicked your father out like a dog. We won't allow you to return about the Shah. Do you understand what I'm saying? You cannot be an enlightened centrist of the left. Just like those dudes you see on Tinder or Hinge or whatever who tell you they are centrist are not actually centrist. They are just right wing. You cannot be neutral in these situations. You cannot play both sides. When you do that, you're really attempting to just cover your ass socially so you don't say the wrong thing and upset people. But
every time I say this, I don't.
Before we share the next video, they get mad at her because she make white women look bad. And I'm not saying she's a bad person. No. As far as the politics and the way they should be moving with the privilege that they have and the doors that they can walk in and out without being noticed, she make white women look bad, especially white liberals. She pissed them off so much. Because they'd be like, well, what are you doing? Oh, I do this, I do this, I do this, I do that. Oh, it's not enough. They get mad at this woman because she make them look bad, bro. She make them look bad. She called out the racism, even the blatant, and even the little low-key racism that they have, thinking black people are a monolith, like we all supposed to vote for fucking Democrats, like we all think alike, right? She called them out. And even black people, she even makes some black people look mad because how is this white woman more radical than you? This white person, I should say. How is this white person more radical than you? And you got ancestors that was here that was revolutionaries. You got ancestors that fought, bled, and died. And this white person is more radical than you? You telling us to vote in the midterms, and she telling us to overthrow the empire. How is this white person? So hell yeah, if I was a liberal and I seen somebody out left in me and making me look bad, I'd drag her ass through the mud too.
I think people are really hearing me, all right? Not a single day went by last year in 2025 where a U.S. law enforcement officer was not arrested or sentenced for a sex crime. Law enforcement every single day was arrested or sentenced for a sex crime. These are the people that we give enormous power over us with the agreement that they protect and serve their communities. And they use that power to sexually assault their communities every single day. Everywhere, mind you. 48 out of 50 states, plus DC. And if you're like, well, how do you know that? That can't be true. Girl, I tracked it. Every single day last year, I tracked it. And if you'd like to see that list for yourself, you can do so at the link in my description.
Now, I know a lot of white women are claiming that they are not having kids, but a lot of white women are going to have kids. And with this generation and with our generation and the generations up under us, those white women that's not that's attached to reality, who's radical, who's anti-cop, who's anti-ICE, who's anti-capitalism. This empire ain't gonna be able to survive 2 more generations. It can't survive 2 more generations of people who favor socialism. It don't matter how much you condemn socialism, Democrats, Republicans. It don't matter how many bills you pass to condemn socialism. We would never favor capitalism because we live in it. We know what the fuck y'all do when y'all got power. We know what the fuck y'all do. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't hold each other accountable. What was this? Yesterday, two police officers got off for raping a woman, took her from the bar, took him to his apartment. Him and his buddy raped her and they didn't get no jail time. If that woman ever have kids, the kids gonna hate the police. But they're not gonna be able to survive 2 more generations of radicals. It's over. You got white women talking like this, it is over. Usually, white women be the damsel in distress. Usually they be well, we can't do anything about this. They're like, shit, I'm willing to die for this shit. They sound like Kendrick Lamar. Sometimes. Throw the blower on his, blow his head off, throw the blower on his lap, walk myself to the court like, bitch, I did that. You got white women sounding like Black Panthers and black people sound like white women. We are living in crazy times. What the fuck is going on, man? Oh God. I ain't gonna lie. I'm proud of this generation of white women. They waking up. They ain't like their mamas.
I've been saying for well over a year now that a large number of political influencers.
Hold on. I ain't want to do that story today. I'm gonna do that story another day because I got a whole other thing for that. That's a whole other thing. But if you saw that they are making a reality TV show out of people that's into politics. So, yeah. And another example of, I actually don't know what this woman is. I can't call her white. Let me look at her again. She look kind of mixed.
ICE is going to start going door to door and asking people for their papers. Here's what that's going to look like, and here's what you should know. Do they have the legal right to go door to door? Yes. Do they have the legal right to ask questions? Yes. Do you have the legal right to not answer your door? Yes. Under the 4th and 5th Amendments, you have the right to remain silent, and you have the right to be protected from illegal search and seizure. You do not have to answer the door if an agent comes knocking. Do you understand? The only time they have the legal right to enter your home against your will, even if you rent, because it is considered private property, is if they have a warrant signed by a judge. This is a judicial warrant, which is different from an administrative warrant. One of their tactics is that they will use an administrative warrant, hold it up to your face, and basically get you to comply or feel like you're being forced to comply because it looks an awful lot like a judicial warrant. The one that's signed by a judge is the only one that grants them the right legally to enter your home, take you, identify you, whatever steps comes next after that. If an agent comes to your home, do not answer the door. Do not talk to them through the door. Don't talk to them through the window. Do not answer any questions. Ignore them. If they stand around for a minute or two and you're gathering that they're not going to leave, set your phone up and start recording. Make sure that it's in a stationary spot where they can't grab it out of your hand if they decide they're going to open your door anyway. The way to tell the difference, because a lot can happen in the seconds that it takes you to review a document that's being held up to your window, is the signature, okay? So the signature on an administrative warrant will look something like signed by administrative officer or ICE enforcement officer or enforcement officer. But a signature from a judge will say magistrate, judge, blah, blah, blah. It'll have some sort of judge identifying verbiage and language at the bottom of the page, okay? You can also go online and look up what the immigration and illegal alien I-forms look like, the documentation numbers that'll be at the top of the page to help you quickly identify what those forms look like so that you can tell the difference between an administrative warrant and a judicial warrant. Do not open your door, keep yourself safe, and always record interactions with agents as often as you are able to.
That's what I'm talking about. Do something with your motherfucking privilege. Teach. That's what we want. This is what we want. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, I want some people out there on the streets, but for the most part, we need education before we get liberation. And I'm sorry. I know Lenin did it with less. I know Castro did it with less. But we got to think about the levels of propaganda that we have to fight, through. When it comes to these Americans, we have to fight through hundreds of years of propaganda that is just, basically they born with it. They are born with it. So yes, you should reinstall TikTok. TikTok still got some good information out there. You just have to follow the right people. And don't get caught up in the diaspora wars and all those gender wars and all that shit. It's why we don't tell a reported sex crime how that go. They don't even check those rape kit tests. They don't even test them. They scared they're gonna find their buddies or maybe themselves in it. But yeah, this is good information. If you got any information that you can spread, please do so. You don't have to have a big platform. You don't have to have 1 million followers to make a fucking movement. You don't have to fucking, be some big person and shake some shit up. You can just have the right information and it can just reach the right ears and it will get out there. So come on my property and get Charlie Kirk. That's what I'm saying. Like, you also got the First Amendment. Her name is XOXO. Hold on. Let me try to copy it. God damn it. Stick her in my way. Let me see if that's it. No. Okay. XO.ghost.xo. Open link, save link as copy link address. Let's see if I can post it here for you guys. Yeah, but if your intent is to shoot first, don't record. Don't record. I'm gonna tell you again. Don't record. If you have a camera already set up in your house, keep it on, but play sleep. Act like you are asleep. When they come through, they kick down your door, shoot first, ask questions later. How the fuck was I supposed to know that was ICE? I was asleep. I worked 12 hours a fucking day. Ain't no motherfucking undocumented people on this motherfucker. It's just me. And this dead body. How the fuck I supposed to know this is ICE agent? He's kicking at my door. I was scared for my life. And stop recording yourself at them fucking protests. If y'all gonna throw some shit, y'all gonna do some rowdy shit, y'all gonna run up on some other stops. First of all, I'm gonna show you exactly what you need. Boom. Was that so hard? Boom. Sunglasses. Everybody ain't got to know you was at the protest as long as you knew. That's all that matters. Can you stand the rain? Sunny days. Everybody know, maybe. Baby, can you stand the rain? Ooh. That nigga Nick said, I don't give a fuck if he take over Greenland. Fuck them niggas. God damn, nigga. I just don't want the American empire to expand. I know they're trying to expand for AI. They're trying to expand for those minerals. They know climate change is about to fuck us. Greenland is going to be hit hard. Greenland is going to be hit very hard when it comes to climate change, and there's going to be a lot of new minerals that's going to wash up. A lot of new rare earth minerals that's going to wash up after those typhoons, wherever the fuck it may be, that's going to hit Greenland. They know it's going to be a good opportunity to get their hands on some minerals that they normally don't have. Maybe even something like China or Russia. But this is the only reason why they want to expand. They don't want to expand to take care of the people. Why would they do that? Like, what? Can you imagine losing your country, to the US, and then you lose your health care, your universal health care? That'd be fucked up. They want somewhere that they can build the AI data centers. They want somewhere that they can build. They snatch those rare earth minerals and Yeah, it's the same old game. Like colonizers don't change the name of the book because they don't change the book because you know what I'm saying, still the same play. The game don't change. You know, they all want and are after the same damn thing. So why should the play change? Why should we change any way how we was moving if it works for us? Damn. I'm telling you, side, no, not that story. I don't want to talk about that one. Excuse me, y'all. I'm trying to get my stories together. While I get these stories together, please, y'all, please, I beg you, please, donate the tour for the poor. We're trying to raise $1,200. Hold on, let me see how much we made so far. Let me stop saying that. Well, we're trying to raise $900 today. We gotta have $900 by the end of the day. So I'll have, man, woo. Tomorrow the 15th, my birthday the 16th. If I get everything, I cook tomorrow. No, I cook the day of. I get everything tomorrow, I cook the day of. Oof, that's 300 pieces of chicken. Sides, macaroni, cheese. I'm thinking about green beans. Black people love green beans. Well, we'll get there. We'll do it when we get there. But if you can, please donate Tour for the Poor, Cash App Tour for the Poor, PayPal on Holy Room 6, Venmo Tour for the Poor, all lowercase. We are trying to help out the homeless here in Detroit, Michigan. I know it's a lot. People going through a lot right now, but there's always somebody below you. So if you can, please help out. If not, go on my Twitter page, like and share so we can get more eyes on it. Thank you. And thank you to everybody who helped out so far. You know what's a slap in the face to Americans, bro? It's not us. It's not the communists. It's their allies, bro. Benjamin Netanyahu keeps saying shit. What is it? 1,000 Israelis dying on October 7th is equivalent to 40,000 Americans. You know how I feel about that? I don't even feel like Israelis are even human at this point. Are you inviting us to the barbecue? Yes. If you are in Metro Detroit area, please, it is on Mac Ave and Gratiot. If you from Detroit, you know where Mac Ave at. Yes, it's a very dangerous neighborhood, but it's a very poor neighborhood also. The only way we're going to stop people from killing each other and robbing each other is by giving them what they need. The Venmo is Tour for the Poor. Is strolling below me. Tour for the Poor, TOURFOR, THEPOOR. Tour for the Poor. You should see my face on there. Where's the links? I don't have a link. I don't have a link. You just gonna have to type it up. I be trying to link it, but it don't show up down here for some reason. It don't show up. I don't get it. Yep, it's strolling below me. Yes. That's why every year on my birthday I do a giveaway. I'm making sure every year I'm trying not to break the tradition. Even if I can get 600 today, that'll be close to what half to what we actually need. I would do with that. I will make do with that. But man. Yep, I see you right here. Savannah, thank you for that $25. Thank you so much. Man, the links on your homepage and the about list full link like Savvy and JB do theirs. Yeah, but this is RBN page. You know, that's their page. I don't want to be like, you know, we are a nation of chucks. Yes, we are. That's agree with you there. But yes, I am inviting you to the barbecue. We will have over 300 pieces of chicken, so it's going to be more than enough to go around. I mean, people are going to have 4 or 5 pieces of chicken to them damn selves. So if you want to come out, you in the Metro Detroit area, you in Michigan, come on the east side of Detroit. We're going to be on Mac Ave and Gratiot at the Wellness Center. If you type in Wellness Center, Mac Ave and Gratiot, it's going to pop right up. There's only one homeless shelter around there. It's fucked up, but yeah. But yes, please come by. We will be out there. You're going to see us. Oh my God. My motherfucking radio. Where the fuck is my radio? Fuck. We can't have a barbecue without music. Oh shit, yeah. I got that little speaker right there. Okay, so we got music. We got music. So I'm good. Whew, man. I hate going out with no music. It's just like Thank you to everybody who's donated so far. Definitely appreciate y'all, man. Let's see. What about the Jeffrey Epstein file, boy? Please don't talk about Jeffrey Epstein. Okay, what about that kid that you got thrown off the boat? That's what they don't want us to talk about. They like fight. I'm like, no, I ain't fighting with you niggas. What that nigga? What? There's a I love you more. Matter of fact, let me share my screen with you guys because there's a thingy thing that was doing the thingy thing on the thingy thing. Hold on. Oh yeah, there we go. Lisa, thank you so much for the $10 on Venmo. I definitely appreciate that. And we definitely can become friends. Oh, Lisa, you look good. Okay, so this is Shasha Riley talking about his memories with Trump. So let's get into this story real quick.
I can remember at one point him asking.
Stephanie, thank you so much for the $10 on Venmo. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank y'all. Y'all are definitely helping me out, man, because I ain't gonna lie, I am panicking. I mean, like, I understand there's a lot of shit going on in the world, and it is January, but holy fuck, I am panicking. I feel like I'm not gonna be able to deliver, and I don't know, you know, I'm thinking too highly of myself. I just need to. We all can't, you know.
I can remember at one point him asking the people that were kind of running that party or whatever it was at that farm, he wanted to kill somebody. He wanted to murder somebody. And they said, hey, that's not this kind of party. You can't do that. And they, in lieu of doing that, they said, well, we've got some puppies. If you just want to kill something, we've got to get rid of them anyway. So I can remember him taking those puppies one by one, and like he snapped one of the puppies' necks. He cut one open and let it just howl and you know, writhe in pain while it died. Held one under some water to kill it. He wanted to kill those puppies in whatever gruesome way, to experience, I guess, seeing them suffer in different ways. What his kink is, I guess, if you want to call it that, is watching people suffer. He likes to destroy people physically, mentally, during the process of the assault. That's why he stands out so much in my memory. And it's physical pain, and then it's also, degrading and all of that. But his thing was to just try to destroy human beings to the utmost that he could possibly do it.
It's not out of touch for anybody in a position of power to be a psychopath, sociopath, or a serial killer. It's not. If they will bomb a country of innocent kids and women, I can see them killing a puppy. I can see him throwing a baby off a boat. Definitely. People, I know there are some Trump supporters. Love everything you do around your national hero. Thank you, John. Thank you. I couldn't do it without you guys. I definitely appreciate all of you, man. It's not out of the reality. If you can enable a genocide, there's nothing to fucking kill a baby, kill a dog. To have the urge to kill. I mean, what else would they have when they just go out and just bomb innocent people like this, or put sanctions on people? And they have what it takes to see what's happening to these people in real life. You know what I'm saying? The cause and effects of sanctioning, of bombing, of white prosperous, burning inside of children's skin and getting in their eye. They know exactly what they're doing, and this is not something that's so far-fetched to me that I can't see Trump doing nothing like this. Like, no, I can see Trump doing something like this. I can see Obama doing something like this. Definitely, I can see Bill doing something like this. If you guys don't remember, Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton had got into a fight, and she wasn't talking to him for a while. And she didn't talk to him until he had bombed. It was a country, bro. It was a small country. She wouldn't talk to him until he killed somebody for her. So, yeah, I can definitely see somebody in power doing something like this. So, liberals going to act like this worse than Gaza. Liberals going to care because liberals only going to care because it's a dog. They don't see black and brown people as humans, whether they say it or not. Even if they do see us as human, they don't see us. They put animals above us, right? When it comes to caring for animals, when it comes, like, you will see a liberal snatch a puppy out of a homeless man's arms before you see them put some money in a homeless man's hands, or try to help him out with resources, right? But yeah, this is they only gonna care because they killed the dog. So yeah.
That kind of color suggests ongoing circulation, or at the very least, from I'm going to show.
And then hold on, before I show this one, where is that other one? I know I saved it, man. I know I saved the dog.
Did Donald Trump murder children and watch as they were killed on film? Those are some of the allegations made by recent whistleblower Sasha Riley. So according to reporting, Sasha Riley is a decorated U.S. Army veteran who at a very young age was trafficked by his own family members into Epstein's ring. Now, all this information is coming from a series of interviews that have appeared on Substack, gathered and posted by the author Lisa Noel Voldang, and you have to just listen to these recordings yourself. This is firsthand testimony from an alleged victim, and I've heard testimony exactly like this before. This sounds like the same story as the Marc Dutroux ring in Belgium, as the Frank Sheldon ring in Michigan. The testimony sounds the same as those who were involved with the Franklin cover-up in Omaha. Now, Sasha makes some extremely bold and disturbing claims, saying, for example, that they are fully willing to testify against Trump, Andy Biggs, Jim Jordan, Lindsey Graham, and Clarence Thomas. Should be known that Clarence Thomas had a Bohemian Grove controversy a few years ago. If you know, you know. But as you can see here, Sasha during these interviews testified that there are children buried on farms, ranches, patches of wilderness, all across the world. Sasha also claims that some of these things were videotaped and released. Like they say here, the evidence should be in the pornography films, CPS reports, FBI reports that were gathered that are in the Epstein files. Now, I'm about to do a deep dive on this and really investigate this story on my own, but I have to tell you guys, this could be one of the biggest developments in the Epstein saga if it's true. And I've been studying cases like this for years. I've been making documentaries about cases like this. These things, even though they are horrific and hard to understand and comprehend, they are very, very real. There have been thousands and thousands of children murdered in snuff films. I could talk to you about that all day with Dean Corll and John Wayne Gacy's snuff film ring. I mean, it's a rumor that snuff films aren't real. It's been proven. I mean, there are things like Daisy's Destruction that are literal famous examples of snuff films featuring children. And if you don't think that the Epstein thing goes beyond just trafficking teenagers, I don't know what to tell you, because we have known this for a long time. I've known this for a long time. And hearing the words from Sasha's mouth as he talks about these things is one of the most gruesome, horrific things that I've ever listened to. So it should be noted that this is obviously unverified. These are just allegations, but Sasha has stated that they've tried to go to the congressional oversight committees. They have actually met with members of the oversight committee. They've met with government officials, but nobody has wanted to hear them out. So I'm about to do a deep dive series on this. Stay tuned for more.
Like I said, there are too many children that's going missing for our government not to be involved with it. There's too many people that's abducted into sex trafficking, organ trafficking for our government not to be involved in it. We surveillance the whole fucking world, and you telling me that we can't find this child that went missing not only 2-3 days ago? The children that they can't find missing, it's more likely the children that the elite bought. The children that they can't find missing, more likely your local politician, your president, your congressman, Supreme Court, somebody probably bought them. Straight the fuck up, because ain't no way. The world is big. It ain't that damn big. It ain't that damn big where you just blink, off the radar, just gone. Nobody heard from you ever again. Yeah, all right. Somebody heard from you. Somebody heard from you. And this is why I say I don't believe Epstein is dead. I don't believe Epstein is dead. Just like how his woman not in prison. Epstein probably somewhere in Israel with the rest of them pedophiles. Or if not, he's on another island with the rest of them pedophiles. I don't believe he's dead. He made these men so much money. He let these men outlive their wildest dreams, help them, I would say, outlive their wildest dreams. He protected them. I don't see a reason for them to kill him. He was not going to testify against Trump. He was not going to testify. He even said it. He wasn't going to use his power that he had and the blackmail that he had. He wasn't going to use it against Trump. There was no reason to kill him. There was a reason to get him out of the public eye, though, because we would have started asking questions like, who did you do it with? When did you do it? You know, the public want to know some shit, right? No. We can't have it. We can't have these people asking questions. So you know what? We're about to fake this nigga death, send his ass to Israel, and tell people he hung himself. I'm telling you right now, I have been dealing with depression and suicidal thoughts all of my life. I have been to jail. When your report card say this motherfucker got mental health issues, they's not gonna give you a blanket. They don't even want to give you a mat. They're not gonna give you anything to choke yourself with, to stab yourself with. When I eat my food, it comes in a plastic tray. You know them trays that you get when you go home, right? You have to cut the corner of it off and use it as a fucking spoon. There is nothing in there to hang yourself with. Now, I don't know how they do it in these elite prisons, but there is nothing. It should be nothing in there that you can hang yourself with. Actually, you are naked. They put you in a turtle suit. Have you ever been in a turtle suit? It straps on. It's a dress. It's literally a dress. I mean, balls filling it all. Balls filling it all. If you a grower and not a shower, you're going to be fucked up in there. Because it's cold wind all between your legs. So there's nothing that he could have hung himself with. There's nothing he can just beat himself with. You're not going to be able to beat yourself to death. Your brain won't let you. I don't believe he's dead. I believe he's on another island with the rest of them pedophiles. And I believe he has the real black book. I believe he has the real black book. And I'm not talking about these motherfuckers with these big names that you can just get clout off of, the Trumps, Obamas, and shit like that. No, I mean everyday fucking people to, local politicians. I bet there's some people in there that we would be like, what? Yeah. Yep, all of them sick. All of them sick. But it make no sense to kill them. You made a rope out of toilet paper when you was in. I mean, yeah, we all did. I used to make basketball rims and shit like that, but that nigga Jeffrey was like 6'3", 6'4". Like, well, I don't know, man. You got to be 200-something pounds. You're going to need at least 10 rows of tissue to make you a real rope.
I'm going to show you from a mortuary science standpoint why this photo does not show a deceased body. So when I saw this, the very first thing I noticed wasn't the weird looking table he's lying on. It wasn't his body positioning. It was actually the mouth area, his mouth. This is one of those things that families are always kind of shocked by because no one really talks about it. But when someone dies, every muscle in their body relaxes, all of it, including your jaw. And when the jaw relaxes and someone is lying on their back, gravity takes over and the mouth opens, laying flat on his back with his mouth naturally closed. No tape, no visual support, no tension. My brain immediately goes, okay, well, the muscle tone is still there. And muscle tone does not exist in a deceased individual. Then I move on to skin color. When the heart stops, circulation stops, and the blood is no longer being pushed throughout the body. Gravity takes over. Blood settles into the lowest parts of your body, and we call that lividity. So if someone is lying flat on their back, I expect to see that settling, that purpley-ish color start showing up in very specific places. The back of the head, the neck, even the ears, face, shoulders. What I do not expect to see, his face is evenly colored. You can even see pink in certain areas of the face. And that color matters because deceased bodies don't hold facial color like that while supine. That kind of color suggests ongoing circulation, or at the very least, very recent circulation. Either way, it's not consistent with a body that's already gone through. Suggests ongoing don't hold a pink in certain.
Look at this nigga, y'all. Tell me he don't look like somebody who's just like, man, they about to fall for this shit. Oh, hold on. I gotta keep it there. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. His eyes isn't open. His mouth isn't open. That nigga is alive. If he hung himself, bro, have y'all ever choked somebody? I don't mean sexually. I mean, have you ever tried to kill somebody by strangulation? Have you ever seen somebody's eyes pop out their fucking socket? No. But that's what happens when you strangle somebody from the fucking neck. Your eyes do not close until like 48 hours. Don't ask me how I know. Your eyes do not close that quick. Everything's open. Your bowels open. You take a shit on yourself. Everything is open. Your eyes, your mouth, your asshole. Everything, your bowels released. This nigga got a tight. I'm telling you, yeah. Man. That nigga had more color than a light-skinned man in his death. That's crazy. He looked like he was trying not to laugh, bro. I'm like, am I tripping? This nigga is smiling. They laughing at us. And then when people wasn't falling for it, even people on the right wasn't falling for it. What was that thing? Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself. Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself. Remember that movement? And now look at us. Now look at us. They got us cheering for everything else. Whatever, nigga. Y'all fighting over bullshit. What about this Jeffrey Epstein shit? What about this? He about to raise my chicken's neck. Bruh, I've seen dead white people before. When I was in the 7th grade, yeah, we had a badass school, so we had a field trip and they took us to the morgue. No, this is 8th grade. They took us to the morgue. They said, this is gonna be your future. I'm not lying. They took us to the morgue. I seen dead white people. That was the first time I ever saw a dead white person, because I don't have white people in my family. But yeah, they are, flushed of color. Ain't no fucking red. Ain't no none of that. You're dead. Ain't no blood pumping. How's your face red? How the fuck is your face red? What the hell? I don't believe he's dead. I believe he's protected just like every other pedophile that's running this fucking country is protected. He's protected like Bill Clinton is protected. He's being protected like Trump being protected. He's being protected like these motherfucking police officers, like the ICE officers who just got caught slipping and busting his ass and fucking raping a woman in a porta potty. He's being protected like every other fucking pedophile in this country, because that's what fucking pedophiles do. That's what criminals do. They are a fucking part of a group. You're not in it. So don't be looking for them to hold each other accountable. They are a group. They are a group. They are a clique. Whatever the fuck you want to call it. What y'all white people call it? A clan. Stop looking for them to hold themselves accountable. I guarantee somebody gonna find his ass. I guarantee somebody gonna find his ass. It's gonna be pictures like, it's gonna be like Tupac all over again. Remember we was little when motherfuckers was like, here go Tupac. We see Tupac. He's just a black nigga in a bandana, but yeah. All the motherfuckers. That nigga look like he's smirking, man. Get the fuck up out of here. I ain't falling for this shit. Even if he is dead, where are the people who he sold those children to? Where is that black book? What names did his wife give up? You know why? You know why? You know why? All the motherfuckers, all these motherfuckers, they get around each other. I'm telling you, bro, like all of these billionaires, I think it gotta be some type of like cultural ritual to have sex with a child in order to be a billionaire, in order to be in these elite fucking groups. Like they gotta have some type of blackmail. Because even the platforms that say individual journalism is welcome here, it's not. Not when we talk about what really needs to be talked about. Y'all gonna shut our channels down and all kind of shit. Come in here with no bullshit, bitch. I'm on the show. If Sarah got that motherfucking book, she better. Sarah, if Sarah got that book, they better sell it, bro, or give it away for free. I don't know. I don't care. Make your money. I think it should be. I think it should be public. I think it should be free for everybody. Cause you think you got your hair done, bitch? Who did your hair? Faith? JB, fuck your shit up, nigga. Yeah. Fuck your shit up. I know, man. Oh, you definitely missing the dread right there.
Man, this house is exactly the same every time
I don't know what the same.
You can tell? You can tell?
What? No, I was talking shit. But Ronnie got a ball spot behind the ear.
This nigga on the show.
Oh, the male.
You say, what that bald headed dude at?
Man, JB can kiss my ass. I had to go to court.
Hey, hold on, bro. JB Cole was the one. He did my shit in 15 minutes. Yeah. He did mine in like 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Now,
JB Cole.
It took him like about 4 or 5 hours for Erica's. Yeah. But no, the funny part, remember she went to do something. She went to the store, came back and was like, "You done?" Yeah, I'm done. Yeah. She went for a 12-minute ride. Came back and mine was done, braided, everything.
Yeah, he fast. He had somebody in the church right before I got in. I went upstairs, take a piss, came down and packing him up. I'm like, damn. Well, no, I was talking shit to one of them girls up there.
Man, see, the one that was there when me and Erica got there. Oh my God.
I know her.
No. It was another one up there.
Look at these pigs talking about women. Look at these pigs. Look at it. Look at these motherfuckers. Talking about motherfucking women. No, these are members of the care part. That's CT, y'all. They're gonna be helping y'all with the barbecue. Ronnie gonna drive us.
I'm gonna make the chicken. I'm the one with the license. License carry.
Yeah, fuck around with old boy. Remember that one homeless guy that kept on coming up?
Yeah.
He's like, I want another hamburger or some shit. CT was like, nigga, did I just kill you out?
He would not listen. Listen, now you know I'm not gonna. Bro, we want.
He wasn't even supposed to be there.
Bro, listen. You know what's funny about him? It's funny you remember this. He had like 3 hamburgers, right? Then remember at the end, I ended up making him a special grilled cheese sandwich. Remember?
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, you not.
He acted like he was dying of hunger. I'm like, bro.
Bro, I've never made a grilled cheese sandwich on a grill, an actual grill. I'm like, this nigga, wow.
Y'all not 16 yet? I recall seeing something about him having ties to Israel. I don't trust him either way because supposedly having the black book and auctioning it back to the billionaires is just, I can't fight with you there. That's a great point. That's why I say it should just be free. Or do this. Make an app, charge everybody $1 to get on the app. Boom. There you go. $bazillion. You got people from all around the world who will buy an app, who will put it. I don't spend too much money on apps, but I will spend $1 on an app if it's something that I really like. Why not release it in internet form and just charge people to see it? Charge people to download the files, you know? Something. Don't give it back to the billionaires. That don't make no fucking sense. They're going to protect their people. Whatever. Hopefully it's a scam. Hopefully they just going to get a couple of $1 million and just hand them a regular book. But, you know, I don't got too much faith in people nowadays. So. Oh, this is why I was saying fuck DHS earlier. Because even under Obama, bro, like, this is why I was saying fuck DHS. I'm pretty sure some of my comrades seen this, not most, all y'all seen this. In 2013, DHS produced a series of firearm practice targets titled No More Hesitation, showing pregnant women, children, and more pointing firearms so that police officer will be better trained to shoot on sight without hesitation. And I've been telling y'all this, like, this is like the Hannibal directive. This is like the Hannibal directive. They was getting ready for urban warfare. They have been planning for urban warfare. And this is why we have been telling you guys, whatever happens in Gaza will come back here, because you know what they are doing in Gaza is guerrilla warfare, it's urban warfare. They are, you know, and it's true, even if they are going through drones to some people on the ground and shit like that, but they are teaching these people these things, and they are coming back here and perfecting them on us. So they practice on Palestinians and they perfect it on us. Right now, Christy Noem just said that ICE will be releasing drones pretty soon. And the same drones that we have said that Palestinian children was talking about said, we can't even get a good night's rest because this drone hover over us all day and make this fucking noise to the point it drives some of us crazy. And they perfected it over there, and they practice it over there, and they're gonna perfect it over here on us. So. Stephanie, thank you for the $10 if I missed you already. Yeah, we're gonna need way more. We're gonna need way more than the Panthers. We need the Latin Kings back. Hell, these days got me asking for the 1%ers to get back on the fucking ground. I don't know. We're gonna need some people. Only party I trust, the Care Party. Hey, I heard that. Care Party is the only party I trust right now. Too. Yeah. We the chicken always come home to roost, but it's a lesson to learn. It's a lesson to be learned, and you know, something that we got to teach the future generations not to fall for. Like all this bullshit. Even we fell for propaganda. You know, nobody is above falling for propaganda, especially when it comes to like Bernie Sanders or some bullshit like that. But once you get out here, you like, nah, these niggas. So you gotta let all the air. But I'm about to jump off in a minute. All right, fuck. I gotta get to work. These niggas is on my ass, so. But yes, you guys, it's gonna be. Thank you everybody who had donated to Torah for the Poor. If you haven't, please go on my Twitter and share that giveaway for me. I am trying to raise $1,200 today. Yes, today. To make sure we get everything that we need. I have the Care Party here ready to go. So we're just waiting on the money. So you guys have a nice day. Stay dangerous, man, because it's a fucked up world out here. They want you to fucking they want you to be weak. But if you're gonna please donate, Tour for the Poor, Cash App, Tour for the Poor, PayPal on Holy Rome 6, Venmo, Tour for the Poor, all lowercase. I gotta get my ass out to work. CBC voter said, "What up, y'all? I love y'all, and I'll be seeing y'all tomorrow at 10 o'clock."